What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Cozy Boy Don, man. Back in the building with another episode of the CozyCorner, man. My boy Kenny Mack in the building, you know what I'm saying?
Sir,
We back with another episode, man. We back in person. You feel me? We got things grooving and shaking, man. We had a long weekend of entertaining football. We're going to talk about basketball this week. We missed out on that last week because of technical difficulties. But
we back.
So we gonna be going through all of that stuff. So everybody tune in, man. Get cozy with us, man. We really in the cozy corner with it. You feel me? We'll be back in a minute. We're gonna hop in college football first. You feel me? We had three or four games that were like exhilarating.
As you would say, hood classics.
Certified hood classics. So we're gonna start with the big one of the day. Alabama goes down on the road. Lost to Texas A&M on the road after getting a big dub against Ole Miss, beating the hell out of them. They came to Kyle Field. Texas A&M was ready to play. And last week, go watch the episode. You feel me? It's gonna be over here. No, it's gonna be over here, over my man head on the right side. You feel me? Go check out the last episode. I told y'all to keep half an eye on it, and once half an eye was on it, we couldn't go away. The Michigan-Nebraska game was on. It was cool. But yeah, Big Ten football not exciting to watch all the time. So we was real locked in on the Alabama game. And Texas A&M came to play. Shout out to Jimbo. We got the first dub against Nick Saban.
Yeah, they got to be close in age.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
they have to be
that much older than.
They have to be. They came in, and Zach Calzada did his thing. And Smith was getting loose, number 0. Isaiah Spiller, I was about to say C.J. Spiller. Isaiah Spiller had a nice first half before he got hurt. A-Chain was doing his thing for Texas A&M. And the defense, the reason why they won the game, they was getting constant pressure on that boy Bryce Young, and it affected them. They couldn't really run the ball effectively. You know what I'm saying? And they got key stops. They wasn't stopping them for real, but they got key stops to get the lead.
And they needed it.
And usually when Alabama play and it's close like that and they throw that last haymaker like they did with the Jamison Williams touchdown and the 2, teams don't respond. They end up flopping or folding. But Texas A&M stood in and got that touchdown right back. So shout out to that boy Zach Calzada. You know what I'm saying? And this brings first question of the day. Now that Alabama has lost, you think they're going to win out and get back to that playoff? Because that's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah. I think when they're going to win out.
That means they had to beat Georgia, too.
Then when they get to the SEC championship. I think they're going to win just because of Alabama.
Okay.
When Georgia usually don't win that game anyway.
That's true. They haven't beat Alabama in I don't know how long, so we going to see, bro.
This is a different Georgia.
For sure.
So
we going to see, man.
But if they do win that game, it's all fucked up.
They ain't making it in again. It take 2 losses for them not to make it in, like they did in 2019.
Right.
So.
And if they win that game, now it's Georgia and Alabama still both got to be in there.
Yeah.
So then it's only 2 spots for 2 other teams.
For sure. So. On to the next one. This was the best game of the day, right? The Certified Hood Classic, the Red River Showdown, Dallas, Texas State Fair.
To start off today.
Great way to start off today. Great choice. It was 2 12 o'clock games. We didn't get a chance to see the Ole Miss and Arkansas game like that, so we're not going to talk about like in depth. But that seemed like a Certified Hood Classic too. It was 52 to 51.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I didn't see it to the last drive. And Arkansas was on the field.
Indeed, but Texas Oklahoma was amazing, bro. Like fireworks from the get go.
I had the legends Kirk Herbstreit and what's his name?
Lee Corso and them.
Yeah.
Had them boys out there. They had that boy. No, I was about to say Johnny Manziel. Thinking about the other game.
He was there too.
He was at the Texas
A&M. Yeah.
Hey, that Manziel magic. You know what I'm saying? But back to the Texas game.
He ain't come for no reason,
bruh. I thought it was over with after like the first quarter. Texas came out. They had freshman receiver. I'm not remembering Brad's name right now. He had 8 catches for 261. Freshman.
League him.
Freshman. Going stupid. And then you got Bijan Robinson.
That was my first time really seeing him play.
That man is amazing.
Yeah.
He is
talking about Reggie Bush and all that.
he is amazing.
He was going nuts.
That one run he had on the screenplay, he made like 4 different people miss, and stiff arming people, knocking people out the way. Ugh, get up off me, all that.
He got tackled at the 1.
I thought that was a touchdown. I recorded it on my phone. So my desk is right here. Just break it down the fourth wall. My desk is right here where the camera is. Watching the game on the screen. I get up. Yeah. So I see the run, and I stand up. I'm like, let's go. Let's go. I'm teed up. I'm yelling, everything. So
damn,
that got my day started right. You know what I'm saying?
This is gonna be an SEC game now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they started off right. Looks like we're gonna have Texas, Oklahoma's back. Seems like.
Yeah, for sure. It was back. It's been good the past few years.
It has. Last
You know
year
what I'm
was good
saying?
too.
You know what I'm saying? And once Texas had the lead, it was like 28-7 at one point. Spencer Rattler he turned the ball over. Fans been asking for Caleb, and they got him.
Mm-hmm.
What he did on the first play, 4th and 1, 66-yard touchdown rush.
Leaving.
He ain't even throwing. He's rushing. First play he got in the game, and that flipped the whole game.
Yep.
It was back and forth for a little bit. They got to halftime. I think they cut it to 28 to I want to say 28-17 or 28 to something like that. And they ain't look back from there. Caleb Williams was throwing dimes. He had one of Marvin Mims on the run. He just launched the ball down to the end zone. Marvin Mims, when it got that, he had the little toe drag swag.
Them good hips right there.
Crazy. Crazy. Now, Oklahoma did pull out the dub. Like I said, they came back and won.
Season-saving win.
Biggest comeback in Red River rivalry history.
Oh.
Crazy. Crazy. And my first question to you about this game is Spencer Rattler getting his job back?
Hell no.
They rocking with Caleb for the rest of the way?
They better.
They have to?
They have to.
You sure?
I don't know, because he's a freshman. And freshmen win games like that.
And they'll lose you games like that, too.
Yeah, they fuck around. Play TCU this week. They fuck around and lose TCU this week.
I'm saying. So,
but I don't know. What's his name? Been looking like this every week.
Spencer Rattler, yeah.
This is not the first time he's been out there looking shaky. So you might as well. They got to rock with him. Bro.
So, with that being said, if you're going with him, I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel a specific way. Either way, because you've been rocking with Spencer this entire time, and I feel like you can give him another chance because Caleb is there. You know
yeah, you don't want. I mean, if the coach has a heart, but this is football.
This is football.
And this, you know what I'm saying, nigga
this is you're judged on wins and losses. That's what matters at the end of the day.
Especially lose a game. It's always gonna be like, why wasn't Caleb in?
Yeah, and this could draw a parallel to like with Trevor Lawrence when he first came in. Kelly Bryant was there. Kelly Bryant was solid, but he was fucking up, and they pulled the plug on him. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so Lincoln Riley gonna have to do what he had to do. I know he probably loves Spencer Rattler, but shit, he gotta go.
So, I'm now that I think about that and made the parallel to Clemson, I'm rolling with my man Caleb. Caleb, go ahead and get you some wins, bro.
You know, go ahead,
Try to get to that playoff. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
gonna fuck everything up because Oklahoma's supposed to beat down, but
twice.
Right.
So
they go undefeated. They got to put Oklahoma in there.
Somebody
from the Big Ten got to go in there. So what about Cincinnati then? So Georgia got to beat Alabama.
Yeah.
For the greater good.
Yeah. So I would say you're gonna have to put one of them teams in there at one point if you're not gonna expand it. You're gonna have to.
It's coming soon. Got to be.
They gotta expand it, bro. Like I don't even want 8. I want 16. I want as many playoff games as I can get, bro. You know what I'm saying? It makes everything more entertaining.
It do.
You know what I'm saying? You get the top 4 teams a bye. At 8 play 16, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So
get some underdogs in there.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It make it everybody be getting more money. You know what I'm saying? More games on TV and everything like that. So I think expand the playoff, bro. Stop hating.
And then with Cincinnati not making it, if Cincinnati don't make it this year, that shit's gonna be a
because everybody's like down there a senior.
And they beat Notre Dame.
Yes, they did.
What else you supposed to do?
Hey, ain't nothing really else you can do. You know what I'm saying? UCF went undefeated. They claim their own national championship too.
The real national championship.
Now back to Oklahoma. If we rocking with Caleb Williams starting, what does Spencer Rattler do? Does he go to the NFL or is he transferring?
What is he, a junior?
I want to say he's a junior.
Junior.
Yeah, he's eligible to go to the draft after this season.
Yeah.
So My thinking is with the way he been putting up, he ain't been like showing up and being that guy.
That's bad film. Bad film.
Either he's gonna be a late round pick or somebody's gonna take a flyer on him early.
Regardless, you taking a chance.
You taking
Wherever
a chance.
he go.
So, my question is, do you think he should go, or you think he should get in that portal and go somewhere else and give himself a year to really turn up? And if he do go to the transfer portal, what team do you think he should go to?
First, is he? You gotta ask himself, is he draftable?
I would say yeah. I'm not gonna say he's a top pick like he was before, but he could still get drafted. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Then I don't know. I was talking to somebody else the other day. They were saying they brought up Ohio State, but of course it's not happening with CJ. But that would be the ideal place for him. You know, they going. If anybody gonna fix him, it's Ohio State.
yeah, you got.
But that's not happening because CJ Sharp is CJ
Mm-hmm.
Sharp.
That's true. I was thinking over this. I don't really know.
And then he's
Like-
a Big 12 quarterback.
Yeah, so I'm saying. So it's like
But where else in the Big 12
Where could he
can you
go?
besides fucking Oklahoma? Don't get no better.
he can go to the Pac-12. He can go to USC or somewhere like that.
UCLA.
UCLA.
What's his name? Durant gone next year. Huh?
Mm-hmm. He can go. He can go somewhere and ball.
UCLA,
Yes,
but
sir.
that's another big name. He don't need no fucking more hype. He needs
Nah.
to go somewhere in the cut. UCLA is not the cut.
Go rehabilitate yourself.
Yeah, he need to go really get in that lab.
You go to the Big Ten. He can go somewhere in the Big Ten. He can go to Michigan. Michigan be needing quarterbacks. They don't really be having quarterbacks like
Is
that.
he a senior? No, he probably not a senior.
No, he's a junior.
Yeah, so he got another year.
And they got T.J. Finley behind him. I don't know how good T.J. Finley is, but yeah.
Florida. They need a quarterback, maybe. Florida.
Nah, they get that backup, Anthony Richardson,
Mm-hmm.
dog, 6'4", 240.
You do. So why he not starting?
You gotta ask.
The other
Coach.
guy's a runner,
Huh?
The other guy's a runner, huh?
He can. Anthony Richardson can run too. Hold on, we're gonna take a pause. I want you to see Anthony Richardson. We'll be right back. Oh shit! There we go. So yeah, that's Anthony Richardson for you. So I don't think Spencer Rattler is coming in and taking that spot. Next, who we got next? We got the next game. We got a game that was boring as hell. Iowa and Penn State. Iowa continues to get dubs. I don't really have too much to say about them, but
that black and yellow, huh?
Still curtain.
The Big Ten going to the playoffs.
They keep getting wins, bro. My question is, are we really believing in Iowa even if they win if they win and get to the Big Ten championship and say they play Ohio State? Are they winning that game? With the way Ohio State's been playing over the past like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, but they're not gonna go put up 40-50 on Iowa.
You don't think so? You think
30,
You think that
35.
secondary could keep up with them receivers?
I don't know. Oregon did it, but Oregon, I don't know.
They ain't had no rhythm like that for real. That's the only thing I would give them because it was the second game of the year. They ain't really had no rhythm. Now it seems like they have a rhythm. And
CJ getting his feet wet.
CJ had what? He had 10 touchdowns in the past 2 games. 5 against Maryland, 5 against Rutgers. You know what I'm saying? Chris Olave getting loose. Garrett Wilson getting loose. Jackson Smith and Jibba getting loose. Then you still got that boy Trayvion in the backfield. You still got Master Teague in the backfield. You still got what's his name? Mayan Williams in the backfield. So it's like
they're gonna be hungry.
they got hitters over there, and their
think-
defense starting to play a little bit better.
Yeah, they definitely don't beat Ohio State because Ohio State needs that. Then that's gonna mess everything up again.
For the playoff.
Yeah.
If Ohio State went out, they getting in for sure. Because they're gonna have to beat Penn State. They're gonna have to beat Michigan. I'm pretty sure they have to play Michigan State too.
They the only team that's not They're the only team that's not undefeated.
Exactly, and I still think they're gonna beat win the conference.
Yeah, so if they win the Big Ten, they in there.
Yeah. So, hey, Iowa, we not believing in you, my boy.
No. I believe in Iowa.
I'm not.
But Ohio State game, we gonna see.
That's if it happens.
If it
If it happens, I got Ohio State. Like, I don't even think it's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying?
Because they gonna have to score.
That's what I'm saying. And every time they get a lot of points is when they get a short field.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it can turn the other way
They're
because
gonna turn that ball over though.
That's what I'm saying. It can turn the other way because it's happened before. You know what I'm saying? When Dwayne Haskins was there, that it happened before. JT Barrett happened before. So it's like, It's not out of the realm of possibilities, but I think this is the best like receiving core that they've had.
Yeah, experience-wise, they out there.
Yeah. Like I said, Iowa, I'm not believing in you, my boy. Y'all good. I don't like watching y'all play like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's good defense, but the offense it ain't hitting on nothing for real that like really makes me excited. So
Yeah.
we're gonna go on to the next one. Next one, we got Georgia. Beat the dog shit out of Auburn. Wasn't really close. Georgia is gonna smother you defensively, and then when Stetson Bennett's playing, they gonna run the hell out the ball. They gonna their trenches are crazy. O-line, D-line, getting you out the way. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna have time to throw the ball. You can't run the ball. They gonna run the ball every time and get 6 yards of carry. And then
Big SEC
every now and then they'll take the top out of the defense. But other than that, it's really just straightforward. You're not gonna score. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have to be like really like that to be able to beat them. Now, are they beatable? Georgia. Again, not saying in the SEC because you just said you think Alabama can beat them, but can anybody else besides Alabama beat them that you've seen?
You know what I was going? It's gonna sound crazy.
You gonna say Iowa? Oh no! You're wilding.
I am wilding.
You're wilding.
But do they not have two? Are we not talking about top two defenses, top 5 defenses? I mean, I know that SEC is different.
You're wilding.
I am wild.
You're wilding.
But if anybody can do it, I want to see that game in the playoffs. I want to see Iowa play somebody in the playoffs.
Yeah, I want to see Iowa play against a team that's like
Out of the Big Ten.
You know?
Like Cincinnati, I would love to see Iowa versus Cincinnati. That'd be a raw game.
I don't know. I think Iowa will get Cincinnati out the way.
Probably. I don't know. Cincinnati got offense.
I don't know if they got offense like they don't got offense like that though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But has Iowa seen a quarterback better than Cincinnati's quarterback?
Nah, there's no
Not
really
Big
no.
Ten.
Nah. They haven't seen no real good quarterback though. Now that we think about it.
Until they see CJ.
They played a half of Sean Clifford and they was down 17-10.
Yeah.
So it's like,
And if they don't play that game at Iowa, they definitely lose. I don't know. With him getting hurt, I don't know.
yeah.
But if he's healthy,
I feel like if he never got hurt, they would have lost. Cuz they had control of the game. But shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah, besides that, I don't know if anybody beating Georgia.
Mhm. So you think this is another one. So if Georgia was to match up with a team that has an elite offense, like in Ohio State, you already said Bama, Oklahoma, do you think they can beat do you think they'll be able to still play the way that they've been playing and actually win? Keep trying, because you can play great defense all you want to, but explosive players going to make explosive plays in a game, especially in a big game. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you see the great offense play the great defense, more times than not the offense is going to get the upper hand. Right. Because if your offense isn't up to par, they're going to keep getting chances and they eventually just going, you know what I'm saying, they're going to eventually take the top off.
I think Georgia, they'll probably handle Oklahoma just because Oklahoma's a little too not inconsistent, but that's not the.
They're not like that.
They like that, but they're not better than any Oklahoma we've seen.
Okay.
Than Baker or Kyler or maybe even Jalen. So.
Do you think Bama has can really beat them or?
See, I gotta go back and watch. I gotta watch the whole.
Texas A&M game.
Yeah, I gotta watch that game.
Okay.
To see what's going on with them.
It wasn't like they were just like terrible. It was like a back and forth game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because Texas A&M was able to make plays when plays needed to be made. Jalen Watermeyer was getting open. They had you know what? I'm gonna cut Bama some slack because on the first drive, their best DB got targeted. He was out of the game.
Damn.
First drive. So throughout the game, there were busted coverages.
So this is.
You know what I'm saying?
Happened. It's a whole new game.
Yes. I think I don't know if he was a safety. I want to say he's a safety. So there was a lot of busted coverages.
Though, huh? They're only number 5 now, huh?
Yeah. There was a lot of busted coverages, so I'll cut y'all some slack on that, Bama. So, yeah.
Where's Penn State now? 6?
Nah. I feel like they're 6 or 7, somewhere around there. Ohio State is 10.
Yeah, did I see Michigan State?
Michigan State's 10. Michigan State is 10.
You see this, man. I mean, I got the Baylor on right now.
Shout out to Baylor Hoops, man. You know they got James Akinjo, right? You know who James Akinjo is? From Oakland, point guard.
Oh, from Oakland University?
No. He's from Oakland. He went to Georgetown. No.
He was on the Georgetown team last year?
Nah, when Mac was there. He was the other guard. Tough. So.
Baylor now?
Yeah. He was with Arizona last year.
Baylor don't need no damn guards. I think
Hey,
I do know
man.
what you're talking about. He was on Arizona.
Point guard, they got guard you, man. You know what I'm saying? We might talk college hoops a little bit later.
Coming soon.
Week 6 players of the week for college football. Offense, I got Zach Calzada, Texas A&M quarterback. 21-31, 285 yards, 3 touchdowns. And on that third touchdown throw, I don't know what happened to my man knee. His leg was extended out. Somebody fell into his knee. Still threw it down to Anaya Smith for a touchdown. That man is crazy. And they thought he was done for. He was on the field for a while. You know what I'm saying? He got up, walked off the field, went to the tent. Alabama went down and scored. My man came back in the game, led them down the field, had a key scramble to get a first down on to the game-winning field goal. So it's no question about who the player of the week is for me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And defensively, even though I just talked a whole lot of shit about him, Iowa secondary. Their whole defense had 4 picks. They had a linebacker to get a pick. But Riley Moss.
How many picks do they have on the season?
They got to have, I think they got, after Saturday, I think they got, 22 first turnovers, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Riley Moss, Jack Kerner, and Matt Hankins. Each one of y'all got a pick. Y'all made plays in the game that y'all needed to win, and y'all won it. So, shout out to y'all. And league him. Oh, I'm going to explain this. He doesn't really have too many, you know what I'm saying, too many picks and stuff like that because out of town, real life, you know what I'm saying, just, you know what I'm saying, real life shit.
Indeed. I missed this week on a lot of stuff. You
know what I'm saying? So, league him. For me this week, I got Trayvion Henderson. Trayvion Henderson back there toting that hoe. He's only a freshman, but he should be in the NFL already. 20 touches. He had 16 carries, 4 catches, 169 total yards, 3 total touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? He had a receiving touchdown, 2 rushing touchdowns. And defensively, I got DeMarvion Overshown, Texas linebacker. And that nigga
he was out there 0.
Yes.
He was out there.
Looked like a monster. Indeed. You see all the sweatbands he had on his arm? He had like $1 million on each arm.
I think I did hear him.
He looked crazy.
But I ain't actually see it.
He had 8 total tackles, a sack, and a block punt. So, you know what I'm saying? After that, we got games of the week for college football. You know what I'm saying? We got.
But let me give a special shout out first.
All right, go ahead.
Heard in that barbershop, Michigan State. Got to give another shout out.
Who you want to shout out? You want to shout out Kenneth Walker, Jalen Naylor?
The whole offense. They said we the first team, one of the first teams with a quarterback to throw 300 yards. What was it, a receiver to go for
200 and a running back 200.
Come on, man. We looking real.
Hey.
Big Ten better watch out.
What was I going to say? Week 7 games of the week. We got a few games. This week is a bit weaker than others. You know what I'm saying? So, we got a few for you. I'm going to let you go first. Tell the people what you got.
I did some sleeper games that are going to be entertaining.
Yeah.
Utah versus Arizona State.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona State looking like the cream of the crop.
In the Pac-12?
Yeah, with Oregon losing.
Yeah.
So that game interesting in Utah. See if Arizona State really about it. Then, bounce back game for Alabama. You know what I'm saying?
Mississippi State.
Hasn't been no reason to watch Alabama, we thought.
Shit, I've been watching Alabama.
I can't watch. Every time I turn them on, they up 21-0 in the first quarter. I don't watch that type of shit. But they lost now.
Yeah, they did. They got something to prove.
Right. So
Nick Saban been in their ass all week.
Now we got something to watch about Alabama. So
yeah.
Alabama versus Mississippi State on the road again. Mm-hmm. I believe.
I want to say so.
So we gonna see. Might be entertaining as well.
Mm-hmm. And I got 2 sleepers for y'all. Well, actually 3. You know what I'm saying? We got BYU, who's coming off a loss to Boise State. They got to go to Waco to play a really, really good Baylor team who should be ranked. They lost to not Texas. They lost to Oklahoma State. You know what I'm saying? So they took a tough L, but they play defense. They got a solid. They're really good. They're a really good team. You know what I'm saying? So that's a sleeper game. We got Friday Night Lights. We got Clemson going to Syracuse. Friday night. We gonna see. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? Clemson had a week off last week.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna see if they get their shit together, and they can go out there and ball.
They're gonna fuck around and play with them. It's another close game, probably.
And I'm gonna tell you, keep half an eye on this game. Number 20, Florida, has to go to LSU. LSU's been disappointing. Ed Ogeron's on the hot seat. You know what I'm saying? After the Nats championship, it's 2 years where they just been mid, and they need to get a dub. They missing guys. Derek Stinley's out. They got another all conference DB who's out for the rest of the season as well. But it's LSU, baby. Y'all got guys now, so
expectations as well.
They got guys and expectations, so we're gonna see what they made out of. You know what I'm saying, on Saturday when they got Florida coming into the Death Valley, man. You know what I'm saying, and
LSU, definitely tuning into that.
Yep.
And the first quarter, see what it's talking about.
The last time they played was Hood Classic. You know what I'm saying, that was 2019 when they had that boy Joe Burrow back there throwing it. Hey, bro. I was talking to one of my coworkers earlier about Jamar Chase, and I went back on YouTube and I watched him and Justin Jefferson's highlights at LSU. Bruh, they had like 2,600 yards combined.
Joe Burrow ain't win that Heisman for no reason, nigga.
Bruh, it was getting groovy like that though. Just them two, not even talking about Terrace Marshall and Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Eric, like just them and Thaddeus Moss, just them two. Bruh, Jamar Chase was snagging on food. He was snagging, dunk on everybody's head. Justin Jefferson was just flying past people. Their releases are crazy too. They got the basketball released a little.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson went off this week too.
And you know what's crazy? This might be a hot take. Has nothing to do with like NFL, but I think Jamar Chase is a better wide receiver than Justin Jefferson.
Ain't that a hot take?
Because when they were there, it's just that Jamar
there,
Chase was a year younger than Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, when
but
they were there was no question.
He was definitely their number one receiver. So
for sure.
Yeah. But back to week 7 games. So,
but Justin Jefferson did have a hell of a year last year.
He did. Jamar Chase
shattered all expectations.
Jamar Chase been going stupid.
Putting up
Justin Jefferson been going stupid too. So let's give a clap up for them boys. You know what I'm saying? Give them boys a clapping up. You know what I'm saying? Because they putting on for LSU. But back to the games. We got number 13, Ole Miss, coming off a big dub against Arkansas. They got to go to Tennessee. Night game. And Tennessee been putting up 60 a game the past 2-3 games. They put 60 up on Missouri. 60 on Missouri.
Who else was it against? Put it South Carolina?
I think they beat the shit out of South Carolina too.
That was too. It's
so
crazy. I was driving through Knoxville when that shit was happening.
Hendon Hooker, Virginia Tech transfer, back there throwing the pill. You know what I'm saying?
Virginia Tech lost a close game.
We got another test for Georgia too.
That's what I was thinking. I was hoping you'd say that game.
No, they playing at home. Kentucky got to go to Georgia.
It's Kentucky for real. If Kentucky wins, it's gonna fuck everything.
They ain't been for real since Jacob Tamme and Stevie Johnson and Wesley Woodyard, like 07.
Stevie too.
Do people really know how good Kentucky was back then? What's the quarterback name? Was it Andre Davis? I don't remember his name, but 07 to like 09 was crazy in the SEC. It was stacked.
Football set the standard.
Yeah, for sure. But undefeated Kentucky got to go to Georgia. Can they get it done? I don't think so. We're going to see, though.
Yeah, we watching that.
We'll
see if they like that. They undefeated.
Mm-hmm. Beat Florida. Beat LSU.
Right. Kentucky on the same side as Georgia.
Yeah, they're in the East.
So Kentucky beat them, then Georgia's fucked.
That is a fact.
Georgia's not going to let that happen at home.
Yeah. And the last game of the week is Oklahoma State going to Texas.
Texas can't catch a break.
They going to walk out of here with 3 L's.
At home.
Their third L.
Oklahoma State ranked like 12th or 17th.
Yeah, they 12.
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying? They gotta go.
Yeah, I think they're going to give them.
I think Texas is going to pull out the dub. Their offense looked crazy last week. They just kind of fell off in the second half, but I don't think they got anything for them boys. But you never know with Texas. Sometimes they come out flat. Sometimes they come out playing.
Or Oklahoma State. Good program.
Yeah.
Icy jerseys. I'm pulling the. I got the upset.
Right.
Not even upset because they ranked higher.
Yeah, they are.
But they on the road.
You just got, you know what I'm saying?
I think everybody gonna give Texas and Oklahoma a nice goodbye.
They gonna try to kick their ass before they get.
Yeah, because they fucking up.
All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for college football, man. You know what I'm saying? And we'll be back in a minute.
Sure.
All right, man, we back. We got NFL to talk about week motherfucking 5. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of stuff going on, and overall, it was a good week. So I'm gonna give it a clap. Up. We had some really good games. We had some that weren't as entertaining. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
We did pick on some of the games last week. We got six games that we picked on, and we gonna go over some of those games. So the first game was Thursday night. We had the Rams and the Seahawks, and this had big implications because of the NFC West race. The Rams were in second place. The Seahawks were in third. And we were going to see who was going to try to keep up with that spot to try to get in the playoffs behind Arizona. So this was a big division game, man.
Must win for both teams.
Mm-hmm. And the Rams came out with a dub, 26-17. And Russell Wilson got hurt. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if he dislocated it or whatever may have you.
Fucking around with Aaron Donald, big.
But it ended up tearing a ligament in his finger, and now he got to get surgery, and he's out for at least the next 4 weeks, at least. And you know who the backup is, right? West Virginia legend.
Geno.
That boy Geno, baby. Mm-hmm. Geno Smith.
He was out there too.
He wasn't bad. I wonder when the last time he played before this was.
Man.
But
for how long it's been, he was looking spectacular.
Yeah, he looked real solid. He came in, let him on a touchdown drive. He would have probably let him on another one if the receiver didn't slip and he threw the pick on the last drive. Because I was expecting him to lead him down. You know what I'm saying? So.
Damn it, Geno.
Question for this game.
Geno's about to get him a new contract on a new team. If you don't.
Are the Seahawks done?
For sure.
They done?
Somebody got to be done with in that division.
That's true.
And it's going to be the Seahawks, it looks like.
Unfortunately. I heard some shit on ESPN. Do you think Russell Wilson is going to leave the Seahawks? I can't imagine him in any other uniform, though.
No, not yet. It's too early.
Too early? He's only, he's year 8? He came in 2013. It don't feel like he's been in the league for 8 years. It feels a lot longer.
Came in, 2012, 2013.
Yeah.
It's been niggas 2021. So that's down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the second game we highlighted, we had the Saints coming to play the Washington football team.
Yep. Didn't get to see it. I was in Tennessee.
Not too much to talk about for this game because it wasn't too crazy. The Jameis Winston experience. The first drive, he came out, threw a pick.
Damn it.
Led to the traditional Washington football team field goal.
No cap there.
You know what I'm saying? The traditional Washington football team field goal. Mm-hmm. And second drive, he throws a bomb. Touchdown. And that is the microcosm of Jameis Winston. He had, 275 and 4 touchdown passes, including a Hail Mary at the end of the half.
And that's what fucked the game up.
What else? We talked about this. The matchup between Terry McLaurin and I'm about to say Marcus Lattimore. Marshawn Lattimore. Mm-hmm. It seemed like Terry McLaurin didn't really get too loose on him or made too many big plays. He made a couple, but it wasn't nothing too crazy.
Saints defense they've been good for the last 10 years.
That's what I'm saying. They've been good.
Taylor Heineke.
Hell no.
Beat them. I knew he wasn't going to win that
Hell
game.
to the no.
But them losing to the Giants gave me some hope, though.
Yeah. But the Giants, I don't know what to think of the Giants.
Saquon that game.
Yeah.
When that happened, anything can happen.
For sure. And we can talk about the Washington football team once we finish talking about the games because they into some deep shit. Deep shit. Next game, this was probably the game of the 1 o'clock window. We had the Packers going to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. and the game delivered. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. Joe Burrow left the stadium after losing with a throat contusion.
Damn, they did him like that.
He got crunched.
Yeah, we're going to have to put that on the video.
He
I
got
see that.
crunched.
Damn, Joe.
Crunched.
Why they be
my
doing
boy.
Joe like that?
Well, he put himself out there. Like, he was
I know
diving
he did.
forward.
I know he did.
You know what I'm saying?
Same way he got hurt last year. Fucking around.
I just think he don't really care. He got so much like moxie and
Yeah, my man
he trying
going
to do what he
for it.
need to do.
Yeah. That's why we
You can
love
tell
Joe
when
Burrow.
some of those throws, like when that deep touchdown to Jamar Chase, when the
I
deep,
seen that
like
he
it was
dropped
such
that bitch in there.
it was such a perfect throw that the DB had his hands there and went right through his hands and hit Jamar Chase. Shout out to Jamar Chase. Shout out to you, my boy. But
Indeed.
you know what I'm saying? Get that boy get that Joe Burrow, you get a round of applause. Ooh. We had running back 1-on-1 in that game too. That boy Joe Mixon in that goal line.
Yeah, he ran somebody over.
He ain't no. He got the ball in the backfield. You know what I'm saying? Caught, took the hand off, was running. Put the foot in the ground. Man dropped. The man, he put his foot in the ground. The man dropped to one knee.
Damn.
Touchdown. And then he
Made
millie
that
rocked
move.
on his ass.
Yeah, Joe.
But the craziest part
Joe to
about that
Joe.
game,
Said Joe to Joe.
yeah, JoJo in the backfield. The craziest part about that game was the field goal kickers. The kickers. Was it 5 missed kicks in this one game in the fourth quarter and overtime?
The Rook showed his colors. Not his colors, but he finally was a Rook. He already got 2 game winners.
Yeah.
Got to be a Rook at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, damn. But it's unfortunate it came against Aaron Rodgers.
It was crazy though, cause I was at work when the game was on, but I had it on my computer, and I was like, the game's definitely got to be over at this point, right? Nope, it's field goal.
It's never over.
The Packers get the ball back. They get a first down. Oh, it's field goal. Bengals get it back first in overtime. It's field goal. Packers get it. It's
Bullshit.
field
Where
goal.
was it? It was in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Must have been windy out that bitch.
I don't know what
Cold.
it might have been, because when he kicked the one that he thought he made, it went to the top of the goalpost and hit the flag, but it didn't go in. It went outside. So it was a rough week for the kickers, man.
We seen it's never
Missing
over till
extra
it's over.
points, field goals to win the games, everything. It's one of those weeks every year though. Like every year, there's one week where it's just like everybody misses a kick or extra point.
Yeah, the NFL did that. Made a good decision pushing it back. Huh?
Make it more entertaining.
Yep, some drama.
And people keep talking about taking special teams. Like, you can't take special teams out the league. You taking first of all, you taking people's jobs.
Yeah, they might have to take that shit out of college though. I'm tired
Nah.
of seeing niggas get hurt. with
Nah.
That shit in college.
But still though,
They
like,
can't take it out of the game. It's impossible.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what you gonna do? Once you start giving people the ball at the 25 or the 20, it takes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what about the 50? What if he wanted to bust it to the 50?
No more kick returns for touchdowns and shit like that. We need special teams. Special teams is important, no matter what you think.
You just got them niggas on special teams. Just gotta
Special
relax,
teams is
man.
probably, you know what I'm saying, important. If you think about it, some of the Patriots Patriots been really good because they special teams, you know what I'm saying? Penny you deep, knowing what to do in situations and stuff like that. So
Baltimore Ravens too.
you know what I'm saying? Joe Judge was a special teams coach before he was a head coach with the Giants. You know what I'm saying? So special teams is important.
It
That's
is.
that's why they made it further back to make sure you know that special teams is important. Out of this, we got the game of the 4 o'clock window, the Chargers and the Browns. And they delivered too.
Justin the Great.
Justin Herbert came through. Bruh, the Browns running game is elite. That was running back 1-on-1 too. That touchdown Nick Chubb had. Boy, cut. Get off me. Get off me. Then I'm going to outrun everybody else to the end zone. That man is a
Chubb.
monster.
Whoever would have thought the difference? Maybe it was obvious back then. I didn't think it was that obvious. The
Between him and Sony Michel?
difference- Yeah. God damn.
Well, it's
God
only.
damn.
I don't know if it got skewed because Nick Chubb got hurt.
Yeah, he did tear his ACL in college.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you fact. That's a fact.
But
Yeah, so
Nick
that's-
Chubb is a monster, bro.
Lord have mercy. Hey,
Goodness
I was just
gracious.
talking
Shout
about
out to
this shit.
Kareem Hunt, too.
I was just talking about the shit during the Ravens game.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking imagine if the Browns take Lamar number 1. With Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry. And then, but Baker.
Well, I don't know if they trade for Odell if they got Lamar, though.
Who know.
They might have because they traded with Jabril Peppers and something else.
Yeah.
I don't
Then,
know.
but
But
then Baker falls to 32 with the Ravens. And she's
I don't know if it's the same though, because the Ravens never really had like, you know what I'm saying?
What, black quarterback?
No, receivers and
They don't,
and,
but
and
shit,
stuff
it's
like
not
that.
like Baker. They running that fucking ball anyway. That's what I'm
What?
saying.
Yeah,
Baker fits the Ravens mode more anyway, because they want to run the rock, even though Lamar Jackson is Lamar Jackson.
bruh, that
But-
offense would be so crazy.
Well,
I ain't never thought of that.
Yeah. The Browns fumbled the bat. But now Lamar Jackson. Now they got to deal with Lamar Jackson.
In the division.
But hey, that's every
Hey.
team in the NFL.
But this is the thing that I seen on Twitter. I don't know if you probably ever seen it. Browns fans want to trade Odell Beckham. I know he dropped the first pass, the 4th down and 2 in the first quarter, and him and Baker haven't been connecting, but it's been a lot of different shit. You know what I'm saying? First, it was new offense after new offense. You know what I'm saying? You got Freddie Kitchens, and then you got Kevin Stefanski. Kevin Stefanski wants to run the ball, and who else do you really have that's a deep threat on your team if it's not Odell? Is it Rashard Higgins? You know what I'm saying? Is it Donovan Peoples-Jones?
Yeah.
It's not Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry is a guy you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's
your
a
team
middle
don't
of
get-
field guy, like a Hines Ward type of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, your team don't get better trading Odell back,
That's what I'm saying.
as we saw with the Giants.
And then he got hurt last year, so they didn't really have a chance to get chemistry.
Right in the game before that, he's going fucking bonkers.
That's what I'm
Against the
saying, bro.
Cowboys.
And even if they don't have the best chemistry, Odell Beckham is gonna draw coverage either way,
Tua.
cause he's explosive. He can do things that other receivers just can't do. Like,
Hey, don't leave that man one-on-one.
please don't do that. So
Maybe the Browns fans don't realize that.
I just think it's so stupid.
So Odell Beckham. People don't like Odell Beckham.
I know. I don't know why though.
It's the hair.
I'm gonna talk about it once we talk about your man. You know what I'm saying? Because that kind of tie into it. So, then after that we had the Sunday night game. We had the Bills going to Kansas City. Kansas City ain't wasn't on shit. They came and they got smacked from the jump, and it's looking bad for Kansas City.
Win next week.
I'm pretty sure they're still in second in their division, but they might be third because
They 2-3.
the Raiders and the Broncos are 3-2.
They're gonna finish second though. They still gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah,
Cause the Broncos is done. The Raiders are done.
the Broncos had a chance to win that game too. They really did. At the end of the game,
That's a tough win to pull off though for any team going to Pittsburgh and win.
Yeah.
No matter how ass Ben Roethlisberger is, that's a tough job to pull off.
Juju got hurt in that game too, so it's
they
like.
said he out for the season.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, what the hell happened to his shoulder? Fuck, he about to have.
I'll tell you
Tommy
this.
John surgery?
I feel like I know the play. He got hit really hard, but he got hit in the leg. I didn't see him get hit. I didn't see nothing happen to his shoulder.
God damn, Juju.
So I don't know.
Very unfortunate.
Get well, my boy.
He only signed that 1 year deal, didn't he? I think with the Steelers.
He might. I don't know.
So he's gonna be a free agent next year.
I don't have shit to say about Pittsburgh or the Broncos. I don't really know. Shout out to Najee Harris.
Just
Shout out
that
to
the
Joe
Broncos are
Hayden.
done.
Hmm?
Just that the Broncos are done. Lamar Jackson. The Ravens exposed them niggas when they knocked out Teddy Bridgewater,
For sure.
unfortunately. And then they also played the Jets, the Jaguars, and who else? Texans. So,
No, not the Texans. They played the Jets, the Jaguars, and
Somebody
the Giants.
the Giants.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So, were they for real? It looks like no. You know what I'm saying? And another question for you, me, the audience. Why are all the international NFL games so bad? Like, I don't think I've ever seen a good one. Even if they were good, they were like bad teams.
Yeah, good scores, always bad teams.
Like,
But
am I waking up at 9:30 in the morning to watch the Jets play the Falcons?
I don't know. But you can't take the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington football team, put them in England,
Why not?
because then
Or not even that.
we gonna be sick.
This is what I would do, right?
Mhm.
Ah, damn, I don't know how it works because the time difference. I was gonna say this: is what you do, right?
Mhm.
You take a Thursday night game, get the teams a bye week before that to get ready. You take that week, you pick 2 good ass teams.
Yeah.
Or big teams. They don't have to be rivals. They don't have to be this or that.
Yeah.
You could do the Packers and the Cowboys. You could do the Steelers and the Cowboys. You could do the Steelers and the Raiders, or like the Chiefs and the fucking
Thursday night
somebody
games,
like that, or even a Sunday night or Monday
Buccaneers
night game.
and the Eagles, like they're doing this Thursday.
That's better than the Jets and the fucking Falcons. And then this week you got the Jaguars and the Dolphins. I didn't want to see that shit.
We're gonna be tuned in though. Urban Meyer.
I'm probably gonna watch the game.
Urban Meyer first win. Gotta be.
Hey, bruh.
They better win that.
They love it though.
Of course.
They love the games over there. So I can't even be like too bad on it because the people over there love it. Shout out to y'all. Y'all love some American football, man.
Obviously making some type of money.
Yeah. And this isn't a question. We're gonna state this like we did with Daniel Jones last week. We said he was underrated. He's really fucking good. I believe in Jalen Hurts. A lot of people don't. It seemed like the Eagles at times don't, which is weird.
Don't want to even bet against him this week.
Jalen Hurts, I believe in you, my boy. I believe in you, my boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give my man give my man a round of applause for that performance he put on. Did you see after he scored that touchdown in Carolina? He scored a touchdown.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Funny as shit.
He went stupid after that. That was funny as hell. I was like, oh no, he really did that though after he got in the end zone. And he was wearing that one too.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's ice.
Shout out to Jalen Hurts. And
shouting out to OG Cam Newton.
Speaking of the Jaguars, we got an interesting story about the Jaguars.
Another one.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Interesting story. Interesting story. You know what I'm saying? The Jaguars lost to the Titans with 37-19 on Sunday. No. I think it was 37 to 20 something. 39-27 or something like that. I think it was 39-27. I want to say. Don't quote me on that. But it was closer than you think. And if you really be watching some of these games with the Jaguars, they be in the games. They be competitive. But at a certain point, they start making mistakes, and then it gets away from them. And, you know.
Throwing a flea flicker when you up in the game.
I think there was like 2 or 3 plays in this game that really changed it. The first one was on the first drive. They just traded for Dan Arnold. They traded C.J. Henderson for Dan Arnold. And there was, I think Trevor Lawrence threw an out route to him. He caught it. He turns upfield, fumble.
Damn.
Kevin Byard returns it for a touchdown.
Damn.
In the hole already. And the second one is one we're going to talk about. Because the Jaguars rebounded from that. They got back in the game. They was driving down the field. And I want to say it's right before half or in the third quarter at some point. It is 4th and goal. At the time, starting running back James Robinson has over 100 yards. 8 yards a carry. It's 4th and goal. They put Carlos Hyde in the game. Why?
That's Urban Meyer ass shit. He put
Why?
the Ohio State nigga in the game.
So look. That's a good point.
Nigga put Carlos.
I didn't even think about that.
Nigga put Carlos Hyde in there. That's wild.
And Carlos Hyde lost like 7 yards on 4th and goal. And at that point, it just like it ended the entire comeback.
Yeah, Urban Meyer on some shit. You know?
And after the game, they asked him about it. You know what he said? He said some dumb shit. This man said he doesn't micromanage personnel. Though he admitted he probably should have, in this situation, put James Robinson in the game, but he didn't know if he had an injury at the time. Isn't your job as the coach to micromanage the game? Isn't that your job? Like, what the fuck?
That's what he signed up for. He used to whooping ass. Now he used to coaching full court.
Bruh, like, but I'm saying though, like, how is it that bad though? You feel me? Like,
and he used to working with them 18 to 22-year-olds.
But still though, like, how you not micromanage the game? Your job as the head, there's an offensive coordinator, there's a defensive coordinator, there's an assistant coach. Your job is to make sure everybody's doing the right shit. You're the head coach. You know what I'm saying? And then there was another one where they did no. I think it's the same shit because they were at the 1 yard line. They asked him why didn't he run a sneak with Trevor Lawrence.
Right.
He said we didn't practice it.
He probably did.
He didn't, and Trevor Lawrence didn't feel comfortable. You know what Trevor Lawrence said?
What?
I felt comfortable.
Ah man, yeah, he's about to get fired. Trevor Lawrence, him and Trevor Lawrence ain't on the same page. Has it?
Trevor Lawrence is really fucking good.
Of course.
Now, like, from what we've seen, like, despite the Jags being bad, he's been really good.
Progressing every game.
Some of the throws he's been able to make, his athletic ability, he's going to be really fucking good.
Puss.
He's not. So, the Jaguars continue to run a shit show, and they run up against who I think is the worst team in the NFL in the Dolphins, and they showed it this week, getting their ass kicked by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 45-17. Who do you got in the game with the Jaguars and the Dolphins?
Jags, man. Rolling with my guy, Urban.
I'm rolling with the Jazz, too. And it's not just to further me trying to be right. I just think over the past 3 weeks, the Jaguars have played really, really well. And they just haven't been able to put it together.
Yeah, they need a win.
And speaking of playing really fucking well, not winning, the Lions, dog.
All right, I thought they was going to get blown out.
Bruh, every week. It started with the 49ers. They were playing the 49ers. They were kind of getting their ass kicked. They got back in the game. Heart broke. Okay, cool. Y'all got in the hole. Y'all just got to get, you know what I'm saying? Just got to get back in it.
Mm-hmm.
Second week, they played Monday Night Football against the Packers. They got blown out to score, but they were in that game for 3 quarters, and they kind of got away from them, right? It's okay. First-year coach, younger team.
Aaron Rodgers was just
Aaron Rodgers. Third week, the Ravens at home. You had them. And it takes the longest field goal in NFL history and the refs to fuck it up for you to lose.
Yeah, the Ravens is going through some shit on their schedule.
Then week 4, you go to Chicago, Justin Fields. And in that game, I'll just say flat, they got outplayed. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
I'm not going to say they lost on some heartbreak shit. They just got outplayed. Chicago ran the ball well. They was able to get up and down the field.
Offense was turned up.
And this week, they played against the Vikings. The Vikings are an explosive team with our boy Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen. You know what I'm saying? There was no Dalvin Cook. It was Alex Madison again. But
Dog.
Kirk Cousins back there throwing the ball really, really well. They've been playing really good. Their defense is solid. That boy Eric Kendricks had that pick was crazy.
Yeah.
And
Pat Pete, he out there making some plays.
Yes, sir. They still got Everson Griffin, Daniil Hunter. So they're a really solid team, even though they're 2-3. But the Lions had them, bro. They had them again. Like
Damn.
they forced the fumble where when Alex Madison, when the Vikings are trying to run the clock, they get down, they score a touchdown and get 2. So it's 30 seconds left. We good. Good dub. Then they lose. Game-winning field goal.
He was crying, huh?
My man Dan Campbell, they made my man cry though. You know what I'm saying? And I really felt bad for him. Like, no funny shit. Like, I really felt bad for my man.
He cared.
I wanted to share the thug tear with him. You know what I'm saying? Because they be fighting hard. Lions, I love you. You're not my favorite team, but I appreciate you.
Respect it.
Because y'all play hard every week. Unlike some teams. Dolphins.
Y'all not no cupcakes.
At all.
Coach not about to get fired.
Now, on from that, back to the AFC. Who do you think after this week is on track to win the AFC? Is it the Bills? Is it the Chargers? Is it the Ravens? Is it anybody else that you could think of that may be running the AFC that you really think have a chance, or you think it's the Bills? Is it theirs to lose?
I think it's the Ravens to win.
Okay.
After what I seen on Sunday. I mean, how many times are we going to see this shit? Lamar Jackson.
I feel like this shit's going to run out at some point.
It has to. I mean, they got the Chargers next week. And if they play like they did on Monday night, they're not winning.
They got a tough schedule. They play the Chargers next week. I think they have the Bengals after that, and then they play
shit real.
I don't know who else they play. But they have a tough schedule. And the Bills have an easy schedule.
You're right. The Bills division is cupcake.
And then they got to play they play the Jaguars too.
So I'm yeah, you're right. The Ravens is playing good. Now
it's theirs to lose, in my opinion.
Yeah, Bills to lose, Ravens to win if they want to go get it.
I don't know. This game between the Raiders and the Ravens and the Chargers is going to say a lot about who really is going to get the Bills to run for their money. Yes, Lamar's my MVP as of right now. But hey,
I'm in a 4-way tie right now.
Nah, I got number 1, Lamar.
Over Herb?
Yes.
Over Kyler?
Yes.
Over Dak?
Yes. You know why? Because he has the least to work with.
Of course.
He's doing the most.
Yeah, as far as an individual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Everything on his back, yeah.
if you look at everybody else and what they got and what he got, even though
Not even close.
their offenses are different, if you give Lamar a guy like, just in college instance, if you give a guy like D-Hop, Rondale Moore,
Mike Williams.
Keenan Allen, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, you know what I'm saying?
Amari Cooper.
You know what I'm saying?
Zeke
CeeDee
Elliott.
Lamb. Like, come on now. And you know what I'm saying? We repping. I'm not from Baltimore, but I'm repping the Baltimore Black Sox. Shout out to the Negro League. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, shout out to Lamar. You putting Baltimore on your back. You doing your thing. Keep doing your
A
thing.
nigga like me. Well, I was gonna come see you anyway, Lamar.
You know what I'm saying?
But since
We
you
gotta
on the
go
Ravens,
see that man in person
Indeed.
for sure.
Indeed.
So, Lamar, keep doing your thug, Izzle, bro. You're my MVP as of right now. So, keep doing your thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And after this, we're going to get into our players of the week. You know what I'm saying? Players of the week. AFC, I just said who my MVP is, so why wouldn't I pick him? Lamar Jackson. 37 of 43, 442 passing yards and 4 touchdowns. For somebody that a certain
He's a
person
running
say
back.
should be a wide receiver and a running back. And he had 62 rushing yards. So he had over 500 yards and 4 touchdowns.
NFL record completion percentage with a 400-yard game.
Man, it's crazy, bro.
Said he was a running back.
He's crazy.
God damn.
And on defense for the AFC, I got Kevin Byard. 10 total tackles, a pick, and a fumble recovery for a
What's
touchdown.
the Titans record? 2-3.
I think they're 3-2.
3-2.
Yeah.
That
No,
division
no.
is ass. I think they are 3-2.
Yeah.
That division is ass. You know, the Colts played really good.
That's the worst division.
I don't know the Bills' business. Bills' business pretty trash.
The Texans suck too, though.
And the Jags.
And the Colts.
Yeah. Pretty bad. AFC, y'all looking. Hey, I guess that's what happened when Tom Brady leaves.
Hey, who you got for AFC Players of the Week?
AFC, I got the boy. Where I got my shit at? Justin Herbert.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, goddamn, how many weeks you gonna do it in a row?
Yeah, man.
Jesus. I mean, Justin Herbert, 398 yards, 4 touchdowns, comeback win against the Cleveland Brownies.
Who you got on defense?
Defense, that Monday night game, Calais Campbell,
Calais Campbell.
2 back-to-back plays. What was it? A 3rd down stop,
And the block field goal.
and a block field goal back-to-back to win the Ravens game. Without that, they don't win.
They don't, yeah, for sure.
I already knew that boy Rodrigo was about to miss that shit.
He was hurt.
Yeah, he was on the bench on some shit. I'm like, yo, this is.
Nah, he
long.
was hurt, though. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
You know, like, this is longest kick of the game.
Mhm.
He already been on some iffy shit. Yeah, he about to miss.
I
this.
thought he was going to make it, to be honest with you. Because after that penalty, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
That was
then-
foul, Jack, dude. That was foul, man. I know you know what it was from because they played last year. Chuck Clark put that man on his ass.
He did.
Yes.
You know, he ain't forget, but hey, that's football.
Bruh.
Chuck Clark, you can't respond, B. That was a.
No, that was Tavon Young that
Tavon,
actually
yeah,
got fucked,
bad
got fucked
fucking
over.
bad flag. Terrible flag. That
Hey.
was on 3rd down. Wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Luck of the draw.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So,
they always catch the second man. That's what they say.
who you got NFC Players of the Week?
NFC, I got the boy Thomas Brady Jr. I'm pretty sure he's a junior.
I think so.
I think he's a junior.
Big
I
Tom.
don't know
in the
why he
booth.
don't got that Brady Jr. on the back. That'd have been hard.
That kind of looked crazy though.
Yeah, it's too.
I don't know if the GOAT should be having Junior on the back of his jersey. That look kind of weird.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Unless your father is like the OG GOAT.
Yeah. You're right.
You know
You're
what I'm
right.
saying?
So yeah, Tom Brady, 411, 5 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to boy Eric Kendricks,
Okay.
8 tackles in a pick.
That one hand snag him.
Indeed.
Snag him.
One of the best linebackers in the league for a while.
Mm-hmm. My
And they got
NFC
Anthony Barback. I dispute that. This week.
My NFC Players of the Week offense was Tom Brady's teammate, Antonio Brown. Him and Mike Evans had a big day against Xavier Howard, one of the best corners in the league. This is why I'm giving him Player of the Week. Antonio Brown with seven catches, 124, 2 tugs. Easy, light work.
The Browns is
Easy.
going nuts this week, huh?
Is he top 10? Is he back in the top 10 after all the bullshit he did?
He never was out of the top 10.
That man is so talented. He just be doing dumb shit,
He really was never out of the top 5.
to be honest.
But shit happens.
Yeah.
So them Browns, man, Hollywood and Antonio, god damn, hell of a week. Make the family proud.
You know what I'm saying? And defense, I got. Go ahead, get the Browns an applause. Not the Cleveland Browns, but Antonio and Marquise. And for defense, I got the Eagles, Darius Slay. He guarded DJ Moore for the entire game, 5 catches for 42 yards, and like I said, he had 2 picks.
His best
And the
game
Eagles
as an Eagle.
the Eagles big win. You know what I'm saying? Give everybody who won the Player of the Week a round of applause, my boy.
I didn't know Darius Slay had that good of a game.
Yeah,
So that's his best game as an Eagle.
he rocking that deuce too.
Against DJ Moore, who's no slouch.
He wore a deuce too.
Deuce versus Deuce. I know they was looking icy out there.
And now, from that, we got NFL Week 6. The games that we got for the week. You know what I'm saying? First one, we got a couple division games. You feel me? We got the Packers going to Chicago to play the Bears. The Bears been playing well these past 2 weeks. 2 big dubs with Justin Fields at quarterback since they named him the starter for real. And their defense is like that.
Of course.
They can run the ball and toss it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He getting better every
Once
week.
they let him fucking throw the ball.
And
Stop acting like he's just like he ain't played quarterback before. Like, what the hell? I mean, he is a quarterback. Is he not?
that's a fact. That's a
Sweet.
fact. But they're gonna lean on that running game, make sure he's straight, make sure he don't turn that pill over.
Smart.
There's a big gap from the college to NFL.
Protect him.
Do you think that the Bears can actually go get a dub? They're playing at home.
That's what I say. It's in Chicago.
Yeah.
Hell to the no. Aaron Rodgers last
Aaron Rodgers on a mission.
last game in Chicago probably.
That man is on a mission, boy.
Yeah. And it's not time, Justin
You know
Fields.
what I'm saying?
Don't take it personal, Justin Fields.
He knocked Joe Burrow off last week, not Ben Roethlisberger the week off before.
Don't take it personal, Joe. I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
Justin
Fields.
Don't take it personal, B.
Packers rolling, bro. They really rolling, bro. Next one, we got Sleeper. You feel me? 2 teams they got something to prove. We got the Vikings
Interesting.
going to Carolina.
Every game that both of these 2 teams playing is an interesting game.
For sure. Like how elite the Panthers defense is, you know what I'm saying? And how like explosive the Vikings offense is.
Yeah, that's gonna be a battle.
I don't think Christian McCaffrey's back. I don't know if Dalvin Cook's gonna play.
Yeah, both of them probably right now.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see when it comes.
So
I say one of them gonna be in there.
So in this game, who you got?
Shit.
I'm going with the Vikings.
Me too.
Just because Sam Darnold, I don't know what to think of Sam Darnold as of right now.
That's exactly
He was really good in the first couple weeks. Last week he had a stinker. He had 2 picks, had a fumble. It just wasn't a good week. So I want to see if he can bounce back. I'm not like out on him. I don't think he sucks.
Never thought so.
But
He ain't better than Kirk Cousins though.
that's a fact.
So yeah, I'm
That's a fact.
going with them Vikings.
Yeah. So we're both rocking with the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? The Vikings
On the road.
get back to 500 in week 5. No, week 6, my bad, week 6. And this one's probably the game of the week. The Browns got a tough-ass schedule. They playing at home at least this week. They got the Cardinals. Oh, my
Jesus.
God. That game's finna be crazy.
Jesus.
The Cardinals at the Browns. They taking a show on the road.
The last undefeated team in the league.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Carla.
Yes, sir.
He's here.
Who you got?
The Browns.
Got the Browns.
Got the Browns at home. They've been losing a lot of close games. Cardinals undefeated. I think they luck runs out. This just seems like one of them. Browns losing a lot of close games. They should have beat the Chargers, really. So I'm going with the Browns.
You know what, bro? I don't know. I'm still mulling over because every time I see the Browns, I think about Nick Chubb and what's my name? Kareem Hunt. And the only thing that's not making me pick the Browns is that Baker Mayfield is still dealing with an injury. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I picked the Chargers last week.
I'm going with the Cardinals. You feel me? And the Browns are dealing with a lot of injuries in the secondary too. And their skill positions coming in with a banged up secondary. Oh, it's game time. D Hop finna have a day.
You know who's gonna be there.
Rondale Moore
though.
finna have a day.
You know who's still there though.
That boy Greedy.
That boy Miles.
Yeah. Is Jadeveon Clowney didn't play last week? Is he playing this week?
Who knows with Jadeveon? This is an every year thing. That's why he can't get a big contract. Nor can't get what he's worth.
I don't know, bro. I'm going with the Cardinals just because they have those injuries in the secondary and Baker Mayfield can't let it rip like he really is supposed to.
Yeah, Odell gotta have a game sometime soon. I mean, he's not just gonna keep having 2 catches.
Yeah, but I don't think it's coming this week.
Yeah, against Cardinals. But
Yeah.
Byron Murphy's hurt too. Is he playing this week?
I don't know.
A lot of injuries this game.
So, hey, man, that's the NFL. That's the nature of the NFL. You feel me?
Yep.
So I'm going with the Cardinals. He going with the Browns. And, you know what I'm saying, this really should be like the primetime game, but it's not because we do this before the season.
Same with the Ravens game.
The Steelers and the Seahawks play the night
I
game.
want to see that shit, man.
Especially, well, I mean,
We did before.
I don't want to see Ben in prime time. You can keep him during when the sun is out.
I want to see the Steelers in prime time. Anybody who be watching? I mean, the Steelers out there, a good team. Mike Tomlin, we watching Mike Tomlin. That's who we watching. Shit, that's the nigga that I want to see on the Steelers. And Fitzpatrick, me, TJ.
Hey, bro, this man really just said that, bro. That's crazy.
I don't want to see them.
But that's not what it was, especially with Gino on the field now.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, with Russell on the field, all right, yeah, that's cool. We'll have no complaints. Damn, we gonna be seeing Gino. It's gonna be a good game too.
Oh shit!
But yeah, we don't want to see that, man. Put the Chargers and the Ravens on primetime again. Y'all see what
that's the game we were supposed to talk about.
Yeah,
The Chargers
what the fuck Lamar doing out
coming to Baltimore to play my MVP, Lamar Jackson, and the Baltimore Ravens.
there.
Who you got?
Got my MVP versus your MVP.
For sure. MVP clash.
Who I got? Got the Chargers.
I don't even know why I asked you. We like this is like a picket fence right here.
Indeed.
My shit purple over here, your shit, you know what I'm saying, powder blue.
Indeed.
So I'm going with the Ravens. You feel me? Like
Just because of their defense, though.
the Ravens defense is still nice though. They gave up a lot of yards to the Colts, but I don't know what that was about. But
Carson Wentz.
shit.
He had a hell of a game.
Carson Wentz isn't bad.
Yeah.
He just be hurt and be trying to be Superman.
He played his role. He played his role and he still fucking lost. God damn, they play the Texans next week, so they gonna get a win.
They should.
Bad.
They should.
They play hard too, though.
Yeah. So I'm going with the Ravens. He's going with the Chargers.
In a
Lamar,
great game.
Lamar finna put on the Lamar show. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a good matchup because we got the Florida boys going at it.
Who?
Lamar at quarterback, Derwin James in the backfield, in the
He gonna
defensive
be on his
backfield.
ass.
And then you still got the battle up front with Joey Bosa. You know what I'm saying?
He better be careful.
You know what I'm saying? That Bosa, that nigga is nice. Joey Bosa is
And he got Asante back there.
Yes.
Got some speed.
Yes, sir.
He gonna be
Him
on
with
Lamar.
Marquise.
Ooh, that's a good match.
And then Derwin James matched up with Mark Andrews.
Yeah. And then
So-
who the hell is guarding? Marlon
Sammy?
Humphrey's still one of the top guys in the league, but I mean, he been getting cooked. So who's guarding Keenan and Mike Williams?
Cover 2 shell. That's all I'm going to say.
You see that boy Pittman had his
He
one
had
of
his big
best
day.
games. Yeah. So Jonathan Taylor had one of his best games.
Jonathan
Eckler.
You know what I'm saying? In my Madden league, you know what I'm saying? I want MVP with that boy. He had like 1,900 yards, like 30 touchdowns. Hey,
Did what he did in Wisconsin.
hey. That
He
man
really
nice.
is a GOAT, though. Like, I'm
He's
not
nice.
surprised by anything. So.
Nah, he's fucking nice. And then Monday night, you know what I'm saying? We got the Bills going to Tennessee in like one of their real like actual tests of the season.
Must win for the Titans.
Indeed. So it's in Tennessee, primetime game. I don't know if Julio's gonna be back. I know AJ Brown played last week,
Yeah,
but Julio
we
may be
need you,
back.
Julio. I think
So-
he gonna be back Monday night.
Yeah.
The big game, Julio.
Who you got?
Phew.
I'm going with the Bills. Their defense look better than their offense. Goddamn.
Bills defense.
And you know what's crazy? Stephon hasn't had one big game yet. It's been Dawson. Was it Dalton or Dawson? Dawson Knox, and it's been Emmanuel Sanders.
Man, Sanders is cooking.
It hasn't-
Cole Beasley, he probably got more yards than both of them niggas.
Probably.
God damn. Excuse my language. But, yeah, I got the Bills, though.
Yeah, there's no reason not to pick the Bills in this game.
Bills
You know what I'm
are
saying?
crazy. Josh Allen is in that MVP conversation. The MVP is not over. It's not even close.
No,
to
no,
being.
it's not. I'm still rocking with my boy though.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still rocking with Superman. You know what I'm saying? Batman. Static Shock out there, ho.
Yeah, Flash.
That's that Static Shock. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to if you ever seen Static Shock, leave a like on the video and put a comment down below. You feel me?
Mhm.
And we got one more interesting game. We already talked about the London game, which is the Dolphins and the Jags. We both picked the Jags. And this one is the Raiders going to the Broncos.
Mm.
The Raiders are in some shit right now. They're
Going
still
to the
3-2. The Broncos are 3-2. Both of them got something to prove. Trying to stay in second place in the division, try to make the playoffs. I don't really know who's gonna win this game, just because like the Raiders are a talented team.
A lot of shit going on.
A lot of shit going on, bro. Like a lot of shit. What we gonna talk about after this segment? I don't know, bro.
Broncos need a win.
They've been shitty the past 2 weeks.
Not trying to lose 3 in a row after winning 3 in a row.
For sure.
Anderson, Denver. Give me the Broncos.
I'm gonna go with the Broncos too, just because the Raiders going through some shit right now. You know what I'm saying?
But this type of situation, we'll see what the Raiders about.
Yeah. See if they can rally around.
Maybe they didn't fuck with Jon Gruden. Know it.
That's true. That might be true. So yeah, that's gonna wrap up the NFL preview and review from last week to this week, and we finna talk about Jon Gruden next. So stay tuned in to the Cozy Corner, man. It's finna get crazy. All right, man. We're back, and this is probably gonna be more serious. You feel me? The Jon Gruden situation. Now, during the Monday night game, I'm gonna start this off with comedy because this was kind of wild to me. So the Monday night game was going on. Is right before halftime. You know what I'm saying? I got home from work. You know what I'm saying? Worked out, took a shower, was great. Go get something to eat from Chipotle. That Chipotle was hidden too.
I just had that shit yesterday.
That shit was hidden. I was driving Chipotle. I had the game plugged into my phone. Well, I had my phone plugged into the car so I could play through the speakers. And it's like they go to a commercial break, and I'm driving, and they come back in the silent as hell, and they play that that breaking news music. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? Somebody, like, no funny shit, no trying to be funny. I thought somebody died. Like, cause that's the only time some shit like that will happen. It's like if somebody died, right? And now I was talking about some Jon Gruden steps down. I was like, this man, like, come on. I thought something serious was finna happen. You feel me? Right. And then
they was getting his ass. They was mad he left.
And then after that, you start getting the stuff that was supposed to be, that was in those emails and everything like that with him and the former was he the president or the general manager? Either the president or the general manager or the person that ran the football operations for the Washington football team, Bruce Allen. He was running the show for a long time.
General manager.
Yeah. They was exchanging emails about some wild shit, calling people names that we're not going to say. They said a black man had rubber lips. And then when it first came out, when the rubber lips shit first came out, they asked him about it. And he said, this is the worst like shit ever. He said, that's what I call people that lie. Yeah. The context wasn't that he lied. You know what I'm saying? And the thing that offends me the most is, like, nowadays if somebody says some racist shit, they just gonna call you the N-word. You feel me? Or they gonna say some shit about where you come from or some shit like that. Rubber lips is like some 1960s shit. Like some blackface shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like calling people monkeys and shit like that.
Right.
That's that energy. You feel me? So that's not something that's like new. You feel me?
Not at all. I ain't never heard that shit.
And the reason he got fired was in conjunction with that, the things he called Roger Goodell, which is offensive to gay people. You feel me? Like, even though he said it,
a gay player on his team.
That's what I'm saying. He's good too. He's a starter. Really good. Carl Nassib. Shout out to you, Carl Nassib. You a strong dude, bro. I respect
they gave him
you.
A personal day off today.
Yeah. So through the workplace investigation they had for the football team, because Dan Snyder is a dickhead. He was doing wild shit, messing with the girls that work there and all that other kind of shit.
He ain't the only one.
No, the whole everybody, the whole entire club, all of them niggas.
I'm saying we ain't the only team.
Nah, for sure not. But they was doing the wild shit the most, or the ones that got caught.
Right.
So, they was doing an investigation on them because they was doing wild shit, and this was the first thing that came out about it. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like, I don't know if the NFL was doing it, like the people that made the decisions, or whoever was running the shit at the articles or whatever, whoever put the shit out first. They low key scapegoated Jon Gruden, but he's not exempt from this shit. You feel me? Like, they kind of scapegoated because I think, like, when more shit come out, because they tried to say they was gonna put that shit out and just let everything else sit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And just do that shit in private.
Just
Nah.
opened a whole new can of beans. Now.
Nah, bro. You can't. You're not finna do that.
2021, man.
He kind of got scapegoated, and the biggest problem I have outside of what he said is people really trying to defend what the fuck he said. Like, people were saying, oh, let me see your emails from 10 years ago. Hey, people, how old is Jon Gruden? Hold on, let me look up how old Jon Gruden is.
My emails was from 10 years ago.
Okay. Jon Gruden is 58 years old, right? 10 years ago is 2011.
Yeah.
You know how old he was? 48. He wasn't fucking 8 years old. What are you talking about? He's an adult. You know what I'm saying? If you're an adult, you know what the hell is right and what the hell is wrong. And you finna sit here and tell me that you don't deserve some type of backlash or to lose some shit over some wild shit you said 10 years ago and you was an adult?
What happens in the dark will come to the light.
But I'm saying, like, people try to make it seem like he was a kid when he said this. He was a grown adult man on TV.
You know, they always get that man. They always get a man the benefit of the doubt.
Because they don't want to believe it. Like, when I seen this shit, I wasn't surprised. I don't think anybody was surprised. That's
Jon Gruden was never he always has a potty mouth.
I wouldn't even say a potty mouth, but it's just like, you could see it in bruh's face sometimes. Like, it's just like,
yeah.
You might be one of them, and it's like, oh, damn, you are one of them. You feel me? And the longer this investigation goes, it's just going to be more and more people that's like, oh, you're one of those too? Like, you don't like us? You just want to use us so you can get some money, or because you like football and you don't really give a fuck about the people that you investing in and shit like that. So, boo you, Jon Gruden. Fuck nigga. Get him out of here, man.
Not that he needs that money anyway.
He don't need that fucking money. So, it sucks.
Then they were saying, gotta feel bad for Derek Carr. That boy can't never have no stability.
I don't really give a fuck about Derek Carr in this situation. It's just like,
In this situation, it don't fucking matter.
Yeah.
But damn,
I don't even know what else to say, bro. Like, he really said that shit.
But he only got fired
But
he called it Roger Goodell what he called him.
Yeah, for sure.
We let that happen.
We know that.
Can't let that happen.
We know that.
It's Roger Goodell, and then he said what he said.
We know that.
Come on, man.
And then he was doing shit with nude photos from cheerleaders and other shit that nobody really talking about and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They was all doing that. Bruce Allen too.
That nigga Roger Goodell put that pressure on
the Raiders on that boy.
Like,
what's his name? Mark Davis.
He's like, yeah, get that nigga. You know what I mean? You let him disrespect me if you want.
Hey, bro.
But we'll see what happens to them Raiders in the next couple of years.
You know what's funny, bro? When I was when I got on Twitter to look at it, like try to find an article. Somebody posted a picture of this man Mark Davis sitting in the little owner's booth, and they was like, "You expect this man to make the right decision?" You know what Mark Davis look like, right?
He got like a ginger.
No. His haircut is crazy. Where'd it go? His haircut is wild. I'm gonna put the picture on the screen. He was like he got the bowl cut. He got the coconut head. You remember coconut head from Zoe 101?
Mm-hmm.
He got the coconut head. So, that's pretty much all we got to say on this. It's wrong.
Shame on you.
We know there's more of you. You feel me? It's just that y'all not getting exposed yet. So, don't be surprised if you see more people that you may think, you know what I'm saying, are cool, be in that shit. Because little do you know, bro, most of these people ain't cool. Most of these owners dirty as hell. They got billions of dollars and they can do whatever they want because they can cover it up with money.
Imagine what Jerry Jones' emails look like, nigga. We'll never find it.
Imagine what what's brother name? Bob Kraft.
Yeah.
Because we was talking about that with our boy, you know what I'm saying? He caught in the massage parlor with the happy endings and all that other wild shit. Like,
his ass was in that Jeffrey Weinstein documentary.
Bro, they can do whatever they want and they could just cover it up with the money, which is the craziest part. You know what I'm saying? But This was a little segment. We had to talk about this, you know what I'm saying, because this is important, you feel me? And we'll be back with the next segment, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned with the Cozy Corner, man. All right, we got ZNBA,
The association.
the National Basketball Association.
Mm-hmm.
Preseason is coming to the end. The season starts on the 19th, which is 6 days from now. Yeah, 6 days from now. So a week from tomorrow, which is Thursday. It's a lot of shit going on. A lot of drama going on too.
Already.
Drama.
NBA. Y'all ain't even get a shit to the season.
We gonna start where we talked about in the first episode that me and him did with the Ben Simmons situation. We got update.
The Ben Simmons dilemma.
Doom 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 doom. Where the fuck is that shit? We got the opening song. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? The Ben Simmons situation got it going crazy. Ben Simmons. He said he wasn't coming back. He lost $8 million.
Damn, already?
From missing like the shit that he missed already.
Training
And they
camp.
told him he couldn't get it back. And you know what his ass did last night?
Brought his ass back.
Why?
That,
What changed?
That $8 million, nigga. He lost $8 million. It's only been a month and a half, if that. So we got 4, 5, 6 months left. He thought he put that math together. He's like, I just lost $8 million.
God damn.
Nah, yeah, all right. Shit,
I'm gonna take my ass back.
Now he look dumb as hell.
The
The Sixers ain't gonna never win that.
But even like,
Imagine if they did win after all this shit.
that'd be fucking wild.
And Ben Simmons will have a face. Fuck you.
But with him coming back, what does that even do? Like, what is that locker room like? Because I feel like it'd
That's
just
what
be
I'm thinking.
awkward.
That's what I'm thinking.
Like, he walk in there, niggas not talking to him. They just like off in their own corner.
I don't know. Ben Simmons never insulted anybody on the team, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true.
He just said,
But he wasn't really talking. It was really Rich Paul that was doing all the talking.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think it was anything anybody on the team did. It was just like how the fans and the upper management dealt with the situation. Yeah, they gonna get that nigga hell.
And that's the
First
problem.
game. I want to see what that first game. Who did they play the first game?
Better be on TV.
It better be not at home.
Yeah, that's the fucking problem. Is the fans. Leave that man
They
alone.
can't. At that point, you can't. Ain't no going back. Philly fans are crazy.
That's the problem.
You know what I'm saying? They play on Wednesday. They got to go. They're not at home. They have to go to New Orleans on the 20th. So.
Okay, that's a good bounce back. They're going to win their first game,
Mm-hmm.
and everything going to be good.
And then they gonna come home and that man's gonna get like.
Who they play their second game?
Let me look.
Who's the first home game?
First home game. If it'll load.
We fucking have to
golly.
go to that. That shit going to be lit.
They got the Nets.
Oh, my God. You know that bitch going to be lit.
They got the Nets
Lord.
on October 22nd, Friday, October 22nd. So, why did he come back? He lost the $8 million. Do you think they can like put? How long do you think he's gonna be there before they? Do you think they're still gonna trade him, or is he gonna have to play before he gets traded?
Yeah, he going to have to at least play a couple months. He could get traded, but that's if the situation goes all the way. It gets worse than what it is right now.
Yeah, because it seems like when they asked Joel Embiid, he was like, "Yeah, we'll take him back. We can try to work this shit out and get it together." Because
It's the only nigga in the locker room that could feel it with.
yeah, the best player on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, it's me and you.
This is our team. You feel me? So the Sixers, I'm a little bit higher on the Sixers than I was in the past before when the Ben Simmons situation first started happening, because I don't know why, but I was kind of underestimating how good Joel Embiid was. I'm not saying that he wasn't like really, really, really good, but I was just like so focused on like him being hurt all the time rather than what he actually does on the court. So Joel Embiid, I apologize. You are probably a top 10 player in the league, top 7 maybe.
Top
But
10 for sure.
But
top 2 big men, top 3 big men.
yeah, but I underestimate y'all. I think y'all gonna be better than what I initially thought y'all were. We're gonna get into our rankings for the conferences and MVPs and rookies of the years and all that other good stuff after we talk about your man Kyrie. Now Kyrie, I love you, bro.
I do fucks with him.
And
He too
it's just
edgy for me.
it's just that one thing like Lauren Hill. So that thing. It's just this one thing, bro. It's like he fighting, and he does a lot of good shit outside of like basketball. He does a lot of good shit. It's just this one. Bro. It's just this one thing that I can't get jiggy with. I don't think anybody really can get jiggy with except for like the people on that side. You know what I'm saying? They got their feet in the mud. But Kyrie still ain't got the jab yet, as we expected. And it came down to a decision because before that, they were trying to figure out if he was going to play all the road games and not play any home games.
How the hell was that going to work out?
I wanted to see how that would work.
Yeah. You know
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the other day, they had a discussion amongst the team leaders and the general manager, Sean Marks and Steve Nash, KD, James Harden. They talked about it. And they decided that Kyrie can't play until he's eligible to play with the jab. You know what I'm saying? And this brings about a few questions for me. You know what I'm saying? How does the team chemistry go without, like, one of their main guys? You know what I'm saying? Because obviously James Harden and KD are good enough to get to that level, to get to a championship off the rip, off Bucks, like for real. Like they're talented enough to get to that level. Plus with Blake Griffin, Paul Millsap, Nick Claxton, Cam Thomas, guys like that, I still think they're good enough to get to the finals. Patty Mills. But I think Kyrie was the thing that put him over the top for me when it came to every other team, because Kyrie is the most skilled player we probably ever seen. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a shame.
It sucks. And they said he can't come back until he figures this shit out. And today, Wednesday, October the 13th, they said that they're not offering him a contract extension. Now, this is the craziest part about this, right? At this point, does he just retire?
Might as well. I mean, I'm saying that as an angry basketball fan that wants to see Kyrie Irving on the fucking court. Might as well retire, bro. You wasting a lot of people's time, bro.
I don't know. I mean, the only team he's gonna play for is the Nets. He said if he go anywhere else, he's gonna like retire. So I still think eventually he's gonna get the shit.
Yeah, he's gonna play. I mean, is he really gonna do James Harden and Kevin Durant like that?
I think it's bigger than like basketball.
It is, of course. Everything's always been bigger than basketball for Kyrie. But
right
now we talking about basketball. Nigga, your job is basketball.
I mean, but I'm pretty sure he can live off of whatever money he's already made. So it's like at this point he doesn't really care.
That's why he might as well retire.
So
but then down, you're gonna do James. Y'all came here to win the championship. James, Kevin Durant. You brought Kevin Durant here.
That's true, but I mean, I wouldn't put their. So the thing with me, the way I think about it, I don't think their friendship is just like based in only basketball. I think
at the least.
Yeah. So like, I don't think even if he doesn't come back, I don't think it's gonna like fuck up their relationship or anything like that.
Nah, that's gonna hinder their relationship. This is still a business partnership. These niggas know each other because of basketball.
That's true, but
yeah, I don't know. This is just his word was his word.
That is a fact.
I'm sure knowing them, they probably have talked about this.
Yeah.
But not knowing them because I don't know them. But assuming, I'm sure they have had these conversations.
I don't know. This whole situation is weird.
I would be upset.
Bro, you put an RDC. You seen that RDC video when they
in his door?
He was like, "No, I'm not getting that." Secret Service put out all the hammers. All right, bro. Damn.
Like, what is first of all? I just need to know what he did. What does he know that we don't? Like, cause
I don't know.
Kevin Durant got this shit, right?
James Harden got this shit too.
LeBron James got it, right?
I don't know.
I think he do.
Shit, probably.
Most NBA players do.
Yeah.
Except for Bradley Beal. What does Bradley Beal and Kyrie Irving know that we don't?
I don't know. They gotta tell us. Because the only thing they say is that you can't, even if you get this shit, you still can get it, which wasn't the point of getting it. But yeah.
I mean, I can't say this. talking from a person that's had COVID. Only people that's really not trying to get this vaccine is people that never had COVID. Have you ever had COVID?
No, I've been tested multiple times.
Yeah, that shit. Like,
at first, being honest, I was kind of denying the shit.
me too.
I was kind of
Just
yeah,
the virus in general or the vaccine?
The vaccine.
Yeah, of course.
But then
I
like
get that shit.
just realizing like
It's deeper
over
than
time, not even just that, just realizing that what it's for. It's not for, because initially I thought it was like to prevent the shit,
It's no such thing.
but you can't just like defeat
Niggas
some
is
shit
not
like
immortal.
that in a year. So the shit is to help help mitigate like the seriousness of it. So
Yeah.
whatever. On to the next. We got some fun shit going on, man. Hit the gunshots. Fuck you talking about, nigga. We got our rankings for the NBA season. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Conference standings. And we tried to do this last week, but I fucked up the audio. My bad, y'all.
It's all good.
So,
we here now.
ooh, let's go. So we're going to start with the hardest conference to rank, which is the Eastern Conference. So I'm going to go first. You feel me? Number one, I still have the Nets, even though we just talked about the entire Kyrie situation and what he got going on over there. I still think James, Kyrie, Patty, all them guys can pull it together to be the first seed in the Eastern Conference and still be the leaders and the guys you expect to win. Number two, I got the Bucks, the defending champions. That boy Giannis is a monster. He's so different, bro. Like, he's different, bro. Like, his mindset is crazy. He don't really fuck with anybody else. You know
Still hungry.
Still hungry. Still ready to win. You can't not love Giannis. You know what I'm saying? And you can't deny how great he is. So they're number two. They could sneak up to number one. You feel me? But I'm gonna keep them at number two for now. Number three, we got them boys down in Miami. Now, they're probably, if you were to poll probably NBA players, they'll probably be the most annoying team to play.
For sure.
Because you got Kyle Lowry, who flies all over the court, takes charges, tries to use every little advantage he can to beat you.
Savvy guy.
You got Jimmy Butler, who just frankly don't give a fuck. He'll do anything to win. He go hard every night, and he talks shit, which I love. Talk your shit, you know what I'm saying? And they got Bam Adebayo, one of the most athletic players in the league, one of the smartest guys that went to the great University of Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? And then you got PJ Tucker, Tyler Hero, who I think is gonna have a spectacular bounce back season.
You seen what he said though?
Duncan Robinson got paid.
90 mil.
You know what I'm saying? And I really think they're just gonna be a really, really solid team that plays hard every night. So they're my number 3 team. Number 4, I moved Philly up from like 5 or 6. I moved them to 4, just because, like I said, Joel Embiid. Even if Ben Simmons don't play, Joel Embiid is dominant enough to get them to that top 4 seed. You feel me? And I really believe in him. You know what I'm saying? I know I changed my tune. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but this can happen. I'm a human being. I kind of changed my tune on Joel. I'm believing in you, my boy. So I'm riding with Philly at number 4. Number 5, and being 100 with y'all. When we did this the first time, we forgot the fucking Chicago Bulls. They're my number 5 team. Chicago Bulls in the preseason looked good. They looked good. Lonzo looked excellent. Zach LaVine looked excellent. DeMar looked good. Vooch looked good. They just got to get Patrick Williams back from injury. Alex Caruso out there. I think they're going to be a really, really good team and a fun team to watch every night. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be all over House of Highlights because they got DeMar, who's going to punch on people.
Yeah.
You got Zach LaVine, who's going
to
punch on people. And you got Lonzo, who's going to be diming everybody up and locking up on the other end. When Patrick Williams come back, he going to continue to ascend. And then you got Vucevic, who's the only all-star on that team.
Yeah.
That was last year.
Good player.
You know what I'm saying?
Finally out the gutter.
You know what I'm saying? Out of poverty and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's my number 5 team. Number 6, the Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks kind of getting forgotten in the shuffle in the East, for real. Just because like the East is so deep now. You know what I'm saying? There's some cuts on my list that I'm not too keen on, but they had to get up out of here. You feel me? And the Hawks, are still in that upper echelon. I just think they'll be slightly behind the Sixers and the Bulls and teams like that, just because of how veteran those teams are and how they know how to win and how dominant their key players are. Now, Atlanta Hawks, Trae Young, Bogdanovich, Kevin Huerter, they got a lot of dudes, you know what I'm saying? And they're going to be fun to watch with that boy Sharif out there next year. You know what I'm saying? They got Jalen Johnson out there. John Collins going. Did you see when John Collins did that to Jared Allen? Oh, my God.
Damn it, Jared.
Oh, my God.
God damn, it's
I'm
just
going to
the
put that on the
preseason.
screen.
Yo, it's the preseason. What's up with that?
Sharif threw that ball up, and he murdered them, man.
Looking like Baby Trey, which we knew that was going to be the case.
Yeah, for sure. Sharif is going to be really, really fucking good. Number 7, I got the Raptors. I respect the Raptors. I respect Pascal, my boy OG, Fred VanVleet, Gary Trent Jr. I think Scotty Barnes is going to be really, really good. He's been really, really good in the preseason. I think he averaged like 5 assists a game. And
what he was doing at Florida State.
I've been so high on Scotty for a long time, bro.
Indeed.
Even at Montverde.
Mm-hmm.
That Montverde team probably the best high school team we ever seen.
Without a doubt.
That me and him ever seen. There might have been
Besides-
some teams back in like before us, but
Besides Lonzo and them.
I still think that team is better than
Of course.
they would have ran the niggas out.
Spanking them niggas. Killing them.
You gotta think they got 4 first like lottery picks. Well, first round picks. Sorry, you know what I'm saying. You got Cade at the 1, Moses Moody at the 2, Scotty at the
He's
3.
even better than we thought he would be.
No, sorry. Caleb Houston at the 3, who's at Michigan. You got Scotty at the 4 and Day'Ron Sharp at the 5. That is crazy.
Morgan Moses, or Moses Moody. I said Morgan Moses.
You finna pull a perk. Moody Moses.
I said nobody full of hurt. Nah, he's like that. Like he's the
Oh
one.
my God, bro.
He the one that was not forgot about.
He's that type. He plays that kind of that role that you just forget about him.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my number. That's my number.
Scotty and what's his name on it?
My number 7. Number 8, I got the Knicks. Knicks finna be lit this year. That boy Kemba back home. They got the scoring points that they needed. I think Julius Randle's gonna get better. He's gonna learn how to handle getting the key assignments a little bit better. RJ Barrett is gonna get better. I think RJ Barrett is a player that people are sleeping on. He averaged 17 last year, and I think he's probably gonna get up to 20. You know what I'm saying?
Eventually.
Or it could
Coming
kind of tater off just because they got Kemba Walker, Derrick Rose,
More
Evan
efficient
Fournier.
this year.
They got So his points might go down, but I think he'll be better.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Evan Fournier, Kemba Walker, Derrick Rose, and they still got that defensive identity with Mitchell Robinson. Hopefully he stays healthy this year.
Mm-hmm.
You got Taj Gibson playing the center. You got Nerlens Noel playing the center. You know what I'm saying? And I think the Knicks are a really, really solid team that plays defense, and they got that scoring punch that they needed, and they'll be a better team for it. Even though they're not a higher seed, it's just that the East got that much better. You know what I'm saying? And my 2 play-in teams, I know Celtics fans, shout out my boy Calvin, you feel me? I asked him about it. He's kind of down on them this year. You know what I'm saying?
Calvin has high expectations.
He does. The Celtics are at number 9. This is going to be an interesting year to watch the Celtics because this is the first year where it's just Tatum and Jaylen Brown. This is them 2. They're clearly the best 2 players on the team, and they're going to have to run the show every night. No more giving it to Kemba, no more Kyrie, Gordon Hayward, nobody. Just them 2.
30 a night.
Dennis Schroeder, Marcus Smart, Grant Williams. It just kind of tapers off at that point.
Damn, he is a little skinny over there.
You know?
That's all right.
They got Al Horford back, though.
He'll help with a little.
I don't think Jaylen Brown's gonna be ready or Al Horford because they got COVID. You know what I'm saying? So
Damn, they do.
yeah.
Jaylen Brown and Al Horford.
Yeah.
God damn.
So they might miss the beginning of the season. So they might get off slow. And number 10, the Wizards, a team that I am high on, but I just think these other teams are better than them. You know what I'm saying? They traded Russell Westbrook for 5 really, really good players. And if any of these teams I named gets hurt, like the Raptors or the Knicks or even the Celtics, if any of those teams get hurt for an extended period of time, I can expect the Wizards to jump up to that 7 or 8 seed. You know what I'm saying? Just because of how good of an overall team they are. They just have to learn how to play together. Because you got Spencer Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie averaged 20 and 7 before he went. You know what I'm saying? Before KD and Kyrie was really going at it, you know what I'm saying, with the Nets last year before he got hurt, because he was going to be a big key of that team before he tore his ACL. You got Kuzma. Kuzma's really, really good. You got Trez, a 6th man of the year.
Needed him. Some fucking heart.
You know what I'm saying? You got Aaron Holiday, feisty. You know what I'm saying? You got KCP.
Good defense.
You still got Bradley Beal, who's a top player, 30 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? All-star, all that. Mm-hmm. And then you still got Daniel Gafford, Thomas Bryant coming back from injury. You got Rui. You got Denny Avdia. They're really deep. They're a really solid team.
Now.
You know what I'm saying?
Kiss
Isaiah Todd too. Saying. So that's my Eastern Conference top 10. Hand it off to my boy.
Yep. Number 1. Going with the defending champs. Giannis, I think, comes back even hungrier than we thought he could be. I don't know. The boy is different. Say he finishes number 1 in the East and probably MVP again. 2, Brooklyn Nets. The only thing that keeps me from putting them at number 1 is that Kyrie Irving situation. I think it's a situation that's going to linger for a while. And with all due respect to Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving, these are 3 guys that get hurt. Well, not really James Harden. He might catch.
He just run out of gas sometimes.
Yeah. Well, he was hurt. James Harden, we give him. I don't know. Right, he runs out of gas sometimes. Putting all that work in the regular season, bound to happen. So yeah, I don't think
Blake Griffin too.
Blake Griffin, injuries. So I don't know how often we're going to see all.
I forgot LaMarcus Aldridge is on their team too. He's back.
And
hopefully,
Paul Millsap. Stay loaded over there.
Yeah.
So number 2 for the Nets. Number 3, go with that Miami Heat.
Heat culture.
Great organization. Great culture.
Yeah.
Gonna be tough to beat. They're gonna play some defense. So Heat. Sixers at 4. Yeah. I think they still a good team. Still a very deep team. Great coach. Even though he's been getting attacked these last couple of years.
He be fucking up sometimes.
He do. Doc Rivers is human.
He's a good coach, but he tends to fuck up.
Yeah, that pressure gets to him. So Sixers at 4, I think they'll still be able to win some games with Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. If not, Ben Simmons will be up out of there real soon.
We talked about this before, but now that this keeps changing, who do you think would be the best player to go there for them?
And for the Sixers?
Yeah.
Brad.
You think Ben's still pulling that much?
Oh, yeah. Involving the trade talks.
Yeah.
Who could they get?
Yeah.
Realistically?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not getting Brad. They could get shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
he
might just have to play.
Yeah, he's gonna have to play. He's probably gonna have to finish out his contract. However long
God,
that is.
that's like 4 years.
Oh, shit, he shouldn't have signed.
He didn't know all this was gonna happen though.
Gotta guarantee that bag.
That's true.
So it is what it is. So, I don't know.
It's gonna be tough, but that's a whole tough situation.
But like
though.
we said earlier, the Timberwolves. Timberwolves they could pull something together. I don't know if they're gonna. That'll get.
Would they trade D'Lo? Would they be willing to? Because for sure, Anthony Edwards is untouchable.
Yeah.
Cat is untouchable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
D'Lo and
Malik Beasley.
That's 40 points a game.
But I don't know defense though. Ain't no all NBA defense.
But Malik seems like he can play defense. He has the body to play defense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But my thing is, would you swap out 40 points from 2 guys and one guy that gets hurt a lot, which is D'Angelo Russell? He gets hurt a lot.
Indeed.
On the low.
Not even on the low.
And for a guy that's always there.
Right.
While he can't shoot or try to score at times, he's an all NBA defender and a guy that can set everybody up. So it's tough to find a balance for some shit like that. So
he gonna have to figure it out. 5th, Atlanta Hawks. I think they had a great year last year. I think them going up in Madison Square Garden, shit, they went to the conference finals. Didn't they? No.
Yeah, they
Second round
did. No, they did. They played the Hawks. That's the Hawks. They played the Bucks.
Yeah, so.
They lost in 6. Trey got hurt.
Yeah, they're doing right. Don't get. Nobody expected that out of the Hawks. I don't think you can pretty much. They probably gonna have some high expectations, unfortunately.
From people in Atlanta, I don't think the league is thinking that they're going to be back in there.
No.
Well, at least I don't.
No.
Because that was like a kind of miracle kind of thing. But it's not saying that they're not good. It's just like they're not.
But now
at
they have
that level.
confidence that they can do it.
But they're going to run up against them boys at a certain period of time.
Indeed. I say they have a good regular season. They got a deep team. They still got Lou. You know, still got Danilo.
Mm-hmm.
Still got some guys. Clint Capella got some vets over there. So I like the Hawks at number 5.
Mm-hmm.
At number 6, I'm going with them Bulls. I like what the Bulls did this offseason.
I'm excited to watch them.
Indeed. I hope they got a lot of ESPN games. I want to see them Bulls.
Mm-hmm.
See them Bulls. We're going to see what Lonzo's talking about. I was about to say everybody except for Lonzo. We're going to see what Lonzo's talking about.
See what LeVar talking about.
Right. See what LeVar talking about, too. Shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, make a break year for Lonzo.
Well, he just got an extension, so it ain't no make or break.
Yeah, paid. So
we gonna see.
Yeah, they got a squad. Pat Williams. We gonna see. Might have them a little too high, but
nah, I think they're gonna be really good just because they got 4 guys that are like solidified guys.
DeMar, he's gonna be hungry.
Because DeMar is gonna get you at least 20.
Vucevic. He ain't been to the playoffs in a while.
Been what, 2 years? It's 3.
Been some time.
Because he wasn't there 2019, 2020, and then this past year. But they made the play-in last year. I don't know if you want to count that.
Yeah. Bubble work.
No, the play-in like this past year.
Oh, this year?
They played the Grizzlies.
They did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Y'all did them. Yeah. So, where we at? We're at 6?
7.
7?
Yeah.
Boston Celtics at number 7. I think Jason Tatum is a superstar. Jaylen Brown going... We talking about guys. Jason Tatum probably averaged 29, 30.
Yeah, because he was at 20. I want to say I did a video on him. I don't remember what I said. Right. He might have been 27.
Right. So gonna get that. That's only a 3. You're gonna get that. Jaylen Brown.
Another All-Star year.
Another All-Star year. Probably an All NBA year.
For sure.
Jaylen Brown. Gonna give him a nice 25 at the most. You know what I'm saying? That's 30. Yeah. So they gonna carry them boys. Mm-hmm. I like Dennis Schroeder. I think we gave him. We was hard on him just because he was playing with LeBron James, which.
He was fucking up, though. But I give him some bail. He was hurt. He did have COVID, so that kind of fucked it up.
Yeah. And then I feel for a point guard used to having the ball in his hands. You got to go play with LeBron James.
Yeah.
Play off the ball. It
happens to everybody.
Yeah. Everybody used to that. But hey, that's what you get when you sign up to go play with LeBron. I mean, shit. So, yeah, I like the Celtics at number 7. At number 8, I like the Knicks. I think 7 or 8 Knicks Celtics. That's gonna be.
Yeah, that's gonna be a battle. That's gonna be a battle the whole year.
Yeah. So, Knicks at 8. They got a deep ass.
That
team.
whole Atlantic division is gonna be wild.
Mm-hmm.
Toronto, New York, not Toronto. Toronto, the Knicks, the Nets, Sixers, Celtics. That whole division is probably gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Not probably. I got every team in that division.
Only team I'm struggling with is the Raptors. Because at first I was high about the Raptors, but then I had to think about who I'm taking out for the Raptors.
You taking out Kyle Lowry, but you still got to think that
Van
Fleet's going to step up. OG is going to take the biggest step on the team. I believe in you, OG.
Gary
like I talked about before, Tyler fucking Lydon. Go ahead.
It's his time. It's his time. But my 2 playing teams, or my 9th and 10th seed, the Wizards, might have them a little low. But, I'm a Wizards fan. I done seen the ups and downs. I'm not putting too much on them.
Yeah.
But I think we will get in that play in.
Okay.
At the 9th seed. And then anything can happen.
Yeah.
And my 10th, which was the hardest one, I got the Pacers. Brogdon. Karras. It's really if Karras can stay.
So who did you not have in there?
The Raptors. I put the Pacers over the Raptors. Sabonis, that's an all-star. And Miles Turner, which Miles Turner ain't the best. But that's a squad. They lost Aaron Holiday.
I don't really mean shit for them, but
yeah.
I don't know. I just don't believe in the Pacers like that. You know what I'm saying?
They just keep getting hurt.
Because, it comes a certain point in time where it's just you feel me?
They play Indiana Pacers back.
They got a new coach, So it's gonna take some adjustment time for them to get
Who's the
playing
coach?
under Rick Carlisle.
Oh, they got Rick Carlisle.
Because Jason Kidd, Rick Carlisle, all that other wild shit.
Like that made me more confident. Rick Carlisle.
Yeah. So is Nick Nurse.
Hell of a coach, champion. But Kawhi. But I don't know. Nick Nurse is a great coach because he coached the national team with Canada.
I think so.
Yeah, so he's a stamp coach. Nick Nurse, I fucks with him.
Hey, Raptors, I believe you. If you a Raptors fan, you watching this, get on his ass. Get on his ass. He just said the Pacers were better than y'all.
Right. Now I've been on the Raptors the whole time. But really, I'm only on the Raptors because of Scott and because of Van Fleet. Van Fleet's a dog.
You don't fuck with Pascal?
I do, but
On the spin move?
Is he
The
gonna,
fidget spinner move?
is he going to carry the team?
She gonna have to. Him and Fred.
I don't believe it. He going to have to get more. He better been in that lab. He's going to have to do more than that spin move.
I think he's been in the lab.
No, he had.
You know what I'm saying?
He's
and
a
like
skilled player.
Like I said,
Hell
bro.
of a skilled player.
OG. I was gonna keep saying OG, bro, because he's so fucking
He could
good.
he could get the way you talking. He might win Most Improved this year.
Is he
20
between
again.
him and Michael Porter? Because Michael Porter got a new role with Jamal Murray gonna be out for a chunk of the season, so it's gonna be between them two.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So now we finna flip over to the West, which is just as entertaining as the East, and it seems like we finally got balance, bro.
Yeah.
Like the East from 1 to 11 is really good. Oh, before we leave the East, I know we both didn't have the Hornets in there. We talked about this when we first recorded it. The Hornets
Still young.
on paper are really, really, really good.
Yeah.
If you think about their
Very
roster.
swaggy.
LaMelo, Terry Rozier, Scary Terry,
Man.
James Bouknight, who looked good in the preseason,
Man. Can't wait to see.
Miles Bridges,
Sleeper on rookie.
the best rapper in the league.
No cap.
No,
Well,
Kenny.
If it wasn't for a guy named Damian Lillard.
You seen LeBron was bumping that Miles Bridges. He wasn't bumping no Dame though.
LeBron's an old head, man. LeBron just trying to
Hey,
fit
bro.
in, man. Trying to show
Shout out to Miles Bridges. You got some bars, bro. But I don't think you're the. We was before this when he first got here. We was listening to Dwayne Bacon rapping. Dwayne Bacon's really good at rapping too. You know what I'm saying? So he's in that top 3, top 5. The Hornets, I just don't know. I don't know because, like I said, we were at Miles Bridges. Then you got P.J. Washington, and you got Gordon Hayward. You got Mason Plumlee. You got Kelly Oubre. You got like so many dudes. This is like
they're gonna be in there.
Like-
We might have both missed not having the Hornets in.
you know what I'm saying? It's like I still don't know, bro. You had the rookie of the year, a guy coming off a career year at Terry Rozier. If Gordon Hayward can stay healthy, he averaged 20 a game.
We know that's not happening.
So that's like 60 points already, and then you got Kelly Oubre. I think Kelly Oubre is gonna fit in and be an energy guy. You think he'll start? I don't think he'll start. I think he'll come off the bench.
Yo, him and Miles Bridges is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of bounce.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of energy.
P.J. Washington too got a lot of bounce,
Mhm.
catching lobs, all the other shit.
Kelly Oubre might start though, because you got Terry, LaMelo, Gordon. Nah, never mind.
You know what I'm saying?
PJ, the who the five.
Mason Plumlee.
So they got a deep bench. So damn, they might make the playoff.
I don't know though. I wouldn't even have the Pacers over the Hornets.
Man,
So
I like the Pacers, yo. They
Yeah.
play good ball.
they play good. They play good ball. I'm not saying
They're
that
just
they
boring.
suck.
They are a boring team.
I'm not saying that they suck. I just like other teams more than them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, Western Conference. We both got the same number 1. The Lakers, obviously. LeBron. We got the 360. That's their nickname. That's a terrible nickname.
360.
Because AD wear 3, LeBron wears 6, and Russell Westbrook wears 0.
That's
360 degrees.
That's horrible.
That's terrible. Do better. All
You
three
know
of you.
LeBron made that shit up.
For sure. He made him stand in the line and say 360, 360. Like, nigga,
Yeah, LeBron
get out of
is-
here with that.
LeBron is an old head.
Number 2, we got the Jazz. I believe in the Jazz. I believe in Donovan Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
They got better. They got my man Uncle Jeff. You know what I'm saying? No, they didn't get Jeff. I'm sorry. I was talking about that's the Nuggets. They got Rudy Gay. They still got the 6th man of the year, and Jordan Clarkson coming off the bench.
Looks like he's about
Hey,
to turn up again.
If you talking about rookies, Jared Butler. Shout out to he got the shirt on. Show him the shirt. Baylor. You know what I'm saying? BU national championship. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jared Butler. Jared Butler been getting shifty in the preseason. You know what I'm saying? Brings another punch off the bench. You still got Mike Conley. You still got the Stifle Tower.
Yeah, I don't think he makes them no better, yo.
Mike Conley? You serious?
I don't think so, bro.
Did you see when they were missing him for a while before the playoffs started? He came back and they like clicked like that.
He did.
I think Mike Conley's still really good. He's not as good as he used to be, but he's still like a really, really solid point guard.
I'm just still upset at the fact, but this was his first year there, and he was a little injured last year in the bubble. But where was he when Donovan Mitchell was getting 50 against the Nuggets? I think he missed a couple games in that series. He might have.
I don't know. I'm talking about. I don't know. That's a good question.
I just feel like he's supposed to. Mike Conley's a dog. He's supposed to get them over the hump.
My only thing with the Jazz is when it comes to the playoffs, their play style doesn't really help them because they shoot a lot of threes, and when they on, they can blow you out. But if they're not on, they're just relying on Donovan Mitchell to get buckets. That's where I think Mike Conley. That's why I think Mike Conley plays a big role. Jordan Clarkson plays a big role. Bogdanovich and guys like that. And I think Rudy Gay will play a big role in that too because he can create his own shot. Whereas you got a guy like Royce O'Neal who's still going to be in the rotation and get a lot of minutes because of his versatility on defense and his ability to hit open shots and stuff like that on offense. But I still think he's going to be, you know what I'm saying, Rudy Gay will have a bigger role on that team.
Definitely Rudy Gay going to make some big-time buckets on that team.
And number 3, we got, this is crazy to talk, number 3, we got the Western Conference champions, the Phoenix Suns. They returned damn near everybody. They got a little bit of drama with the DeAndre Ayton contract extension situation, with Chris Paul getting his money and trying to figure out if they're going to pay DeAndre Ayton the max and whatever may have you, but that's not happening right now. They're going to focus on this season, and they're going to be really, really fucking good. Everybody's back.
Yeah.
Everybody is back. Even before the injuries and stuff like that with the Lakers in the playoffs, they were still the second seed. You know what I'm saying? So, there's not too much to say. Point guard, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, Mikal Bridges. You know what I'm saying? It's not too much to say with the Suns. The Suns know what they're doing. Monty Williams, shout out to you. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Monty Williams.
Number 4, we got the Denver Nuggets. They got the MVP. They got the MVP.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? They're reigning MVP. They got Michael Porter Jr., who we just said is probably going to win Most Improved Player. And he averaged over 20 points a game last year.
Had a good playoff, too.
So, I just need him to be more consistent. Because there was times, especially in the Blazers series, where I don't remember what game it was, but he had like 22 in the first quarter, and he had like 6 points for the rest of the game, and he wasn't really engaged. That's the only thing I need to see improvement out of him from. It's just being engaged in the game overall, like on defense, being locked in on rotations and things like that. Because the Suns took advantage of him, like shit. Him and Jokic, they was putting him in that pick and roll and that drop coverage, tearing their ass up. In the Spain pick and roll, tearing Michael Porter Jr. ass up. That's the only thing I need to see from Michael Porter Jr. Because everything that I've heard from him has been praised, but he definitely has some shit that he needs to work on. Number 5, I changed this at the last second. I got the Mavs. I got them up pretty high. Just because I fuck with Luka.
MVP candidate.
I fuck with Luka. I believe in Luka. And even though Jason Kidd did what he did, and he's a bitch for that.
What did he do?
Beating up women and shit like that. A long time ago when he was playing.
Never heard of that.
He's a bitch for that. But I think he'll be able to connect with that locker room a little bit more than Rick Carlisle would, and they'll be able to raise their level of play. Number 6.
Because they said he was talking. They said he was holding Giannis back when they reported all that shit about.
But at the same time, we didn't know Giannis had them type of like guard skills.
Yeah, he worked hard.
Luka has already proven that he's a point guard, even though he's 6'8", and he's the best player on that team.
Yeah, can't say nothing to Luka.
Nah, I think he'll be able to get Kristaps Porzingis to play well too.
Yeah, that's the X factor.
Number 6, I got the Clippers. Now I know that Kawhi is probably gonna miss the whole season, but
not the whole. Well, a lot of it.
Motherfucking G, Paul George. This, for me, is the return of MVPG.
Yeah.
For sure. He's going to turn up.
Indiana Pacers.
There's going to be a lot of fun games. I think they're going to be a fun team to watch. Just because of him, they still got Serge, they got Rondo, they got Terrence Mann, who just signed an extension yesterday. Congrats to you. I'm saying,
What's up?
give you a round of applause, my brother. 2 years, $22 million. You earned that, my boy. Shout out to Florida State. You know what I'm saying?
That since Florida State. Animal.
You got, and then the guy I'm really excited to see is Keon Johnson, because I didn't really see too much of him at Tennessee. I want to see what he's about. Yeah. I want to see what he's about. And my boy, BJ Boston. You know what I'm saying? My boy, BJ Boston. He was getting shifty the other night, too.
He might need to spend some time in the G League.
I don't think he is.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Nah.
You need to see what he did. And
turned up.
He was, hey, bro. I think he'll be able to like be better with spacing in the NBA because everybody can shoot, and he'll be able to have more room to get jiggy because he can get jiggy.
Yeah.
He can get fucking jiggy.
His game is faster, definitely faster than college.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that's probably why we had high expectations on him in college.
Yeah. Number 7. No, I just said 7. No, number 7. I got the Trailblazers. Dame is. It seems like every year we underrate Dame, and I don't know. I know why, but it's still like I feel like it's fucked up.
Why?
Because he's so good.
You know what I'm saying? Why are we underrating Dame?
Because we don't think his team is that good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not that good. It is Damian Lillard doing
They find a way to get into that top 6, that top 5 every year, but I don't see it this year just because of how the season ended last year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Chauncey Billups is their coach. He's a bitch for what he did, too.
What he did?
We'll talk about it after this. It was wilder than just a kid. He's a bitch for that. But we're going to see what he's going to do with that team. See if he can get them to be an echelon higher, because I think they already reached their ceiling in 2019 when they made it to the conference finals.
They went out first round to the Lakers last year.
Nuggets.
First round.
Were you? No, I wasn't on the phone with you. I was on FaceTime and then Calvin. We was watching that game, that double overtime game, that double nickel. Damian Lillard. Boy, shout out to you, Dame. Shout out to you. I got y'all at number 7. Number 8, I got the Warriors. That seems low. Seems really low, but at the same time, it don't. I feel like
right now.
I kind of feel like they got to earn their way to my expectations for them to be back in that top 5. You know what I'm saying?
Their second best player.
We're going to see what Clay come back, what he look like, because right now it's just Steph, Draymond. Hey, if y'all been watching preseason and y'all need to go watch my video on the 8 players I think going to break out. Number 4 on that list, Jordan Poole. He's averaging the most points in the league in the preseason. Every night giving you step back, shifty. Getting shifty on niggas. You know what I'm saying? So, you need to lock in with Jordan Poole. I don't know. I just think that they'll be really, really solid. I think they'll be able to make it to that 8 seeding and have to play a play-in game to make it into the playoffs. But I think they'll still be, like, in the playoffs.
Made the playoffs last year.
Ja and them came in there and beat them. That was a hard-earned win.
This nigga Draymond Green can't make a layup. That might have been against the Lakers.
No.
Games.
It was
the Grizzlies game?
Yeah.
Because
he just like threw that. He threw it too high because he was trying. I don't know if he's trying to throw a lob. They got Iggy back too. Avery Bradley, Otto Porter. If Otto Porter can actually stay healthy, yeah. They got my boy.
He might be done, but he's a Warrior.
They got our boy Moses Moody. Moses.
They did, and Kuminga. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jonathan Kuminga. I don't know if he'll play though a lot.
Why? Just minutes wise.
Yeah. And then we forgetting James Wiseman. I feel like James Wiseman's gonna have a pretty good year.
They might have had the Warriors a little too low.
And I'm thinking about I might, but fuck it, I'm gonna keep him there.
They did have them too low.
I'm gonna stand on my shit. You know what I'm saying? On the shit I don't feel like rewriting this. And my 2 playing teams are the Grizzlies and the Timberwolves. I don't think the Kings are talented enough to rock with the Timberwolves, and I think the Pelicans are probably going to be dog shit this year just based off of how preseason went, how the whole situation with Zion is, and everything like that. I just think they're not going to be able to be good. So that is my top 10 for the West.
I think we pretty much had the same top 4, Lakers, Jazz, Suns, and Nuggets. So I'm going to start at number 5. I got the Portland Trailblazers. I think Damian, you done seen him time after time, carry them boys in the regular season. He's going to do it again because I know he's not trying to play the Lakers and them in the first round like he always do. Nope. So he's going to get them to at least the 5th so where he can at least have a chance.
Yeah.
And then I got number 6, I got the Clippers with Kawhi being out for most of the season. Got the Clippers. I think Paul George will still carry them to the playoffs. He'll still get them in there. And who's their coach this year?
It's still Tyloo.
Yeah, Tyloo. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so still Clippers still a good team.
Yeah.
Got them at number 6. Number 7, got the Golden State Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen Curry, he's officially back, as we saw last year. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Got a good team.
MVP caliber season.
Indeed, gonna be right in there again.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just said, those 2 lottery picks, Kuminga and Moody.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that. That's gonna be easy. They've been drafting with the Warriors front.
They got
office.
3 tantalizing prospects.
Right. 3 top 15 ESPN players in their draft class. The Golden State, we talking about they just won championships 2-3
3
years ago.
championships.
All right, come on. How does that happen?
Hey,
Warriors.
man.
front
NBA
office.
changes fast. The D'Angelo Russell trade was the one that netted them. It netted them Moses Moody and I think they got James Wiseman on their own
Yeah.
because they were that bad. Yeah.
They did. So, yeah, Warriors. Y'all back in it. At number 8, I got the Mavs. I think Luka's going to do Luka, but not. Porzingis has been disappointing me the last 2 years. I don't know how deep they're going to get. And then I don't think.
Because the only reason why I had the Mavericks at 5 is because they were at 4 last year, and it was just Luka for real.
Kill it.
You know what I'm saying? So
Kill it. And the league is clearly not going to figure out Luka.
I don't think there's any figuring it out. I think he's just gonna have to miss shots for you to like.
Right.
Or you got to do what Kawhi did in that series. It's like, all right, this is my shit.
Yeah. So
That's your
Mavericks
number
at
8.
But they could be all the way up to 4.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of these teams could be interchangeable.
Yeah.
The West is that close.
Mm-hmm.
Grizzlies at number 9. I think he is a winner. It's proven that he's a winner in his first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Playing games both years. So
This is for the Grizzlies. The key to them to being able to be really good is if Jaren Jackson Jr. could be healthy and he could be more productive.
Yeah.
Stay out of foul trouble and be a better rebounder, be a more consistent scorer besides shooting threes and things like that.
They traded Valanciunas too, didn't they?
Yes.
So who they get for Valanciunas?
Steven Adams.
Steven Adams gonna bring that grit, that toughness. I like that.
Mhm.
So it's not they didn't lose, but
And they got my boy Zaire Williams too from Stanford.
sleeper pick.
Score the ball.
Yeah, he gonna get some bump.
That man can score the ball.
That boy Bane, looking like
Desmond Bane is a grown man.
young Bradley Bill. I ain't gonna say he gonna be that good, but he can shoot that ball.
Who else they got? They got
Tillman,
Xavier Tillman, shout out Michigan State.
indeed, healthy. He's a Energizer bunny. You know what I'm saying?
They still got Brandon Clark too, who fell
Brandon
out of
Clark.
rotation for whatever reason. I don't know.
He
I have
hustled.
no idea. Maybe he just wasn't that good. I don't know. We gonna find out.
Mm.
So who you got at 10?
10, which I might be tripping. I'm gonna go with them Timberwolves. I think we both had the same 9 and 10 too.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go to Timberwolves. They have a squad. Even last year, they had some talent on that team. They just couldn't win no games.
Nah, because everybody kept getting hurt. They couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, hopefully Malik Beasley can stay the fuck out of jail. D'Angelo Russell can stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Edwards can keep doing what he do. And Carlton Towns, he's gonna have a hell of a year. 25 and 12 this year.
I think that's what he's been averaging the past 4 years.
Yeah, that ain't nothing.
Nobody cares because they don't win a lot.
Yeah, so
Carlton Towns, just a top 3 big in the league. Top 3.
top 5 at the least.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any debate for who's third behind Embiid and
It
Jokic
depends
and
on
Embiid.
what is Anthony Davis. Is
I
he
don't
a
count
big?
him as a center because he don't want to fucking play center.
Yeah, so
He's
Anthony Davis
scared.
not in there.
He's scared to play center.
He said he want to play the center this year.
I believe it when I see
And
it.
that's the thing I said. So Timberwolves at the 10th, but I might be tripping.
All right. And now that we've ranked our teams for this season, who you got winning Rookie of the Year? Most of the rookies that we're going to be watching aren't on any of these teams that we named, except for the Moses Moody's or the Jonathan Kumingas or somebody like that.
Yeah.
Unless you get like a late round pick, like a Sharif or somebody like that, just explodes out of nowhere and just is that guy.
Well, I was gonna go with Cade just because, like earlier, that we've been high on Cade and Scotty.
He's going to be running the show.
Yeah, he's gonna have the keys
For sure.
But then I thought about it. Well, I don't know because Houston has a team. They got
I
players.
don't know about a team.
Yeah, they might not be the best. They got individuals over there.
Christian Wood is really good.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I don't really know what else.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on with John Wall.
John Wall's not playing.
What about Eric Gordon?
I don't know. I haven't seen him.
Yeah, you got my boy Tate. Shout out Ohio
Jay Sean
State.
Tate.
He was there when D'Lo was there. That's crazy. He's
Yeah.
just now getting in the league.
I don't think they're really that fucking good. They
They're
just
not.
got a lot of names. They got Kevin Porter Jr.
Right.
They got Jalen Green, Josh Christopher,
Right. So I was gonna say Jalen Green,
Christian Wood.
but I think K's gonna have.
He got more weapons to work with too. To
Who?
be honest, Cade.
Yeah.
He has more like people that are around him that are capable of helping him out more than Jalen Green would.
Yeah.
And Jalen Green and Cade aren't the same kind of players anyway, so I don't think that would really matter. But for me,
Jalen gonna get them buckets.
oh, you didn't even make a pick yet. My bad.
Gotta go with Cade.
Cade.
Gotta go with Cade.
Cade. You got any sleepers or anything like that you may think that could creep up and get it?
When we were talking about him, I was saying that's a sleeper. But I can't remember his name. No, I can't remember.
Cam Thomas, or you were
Wasn't
talking
Cam.
about who do you play for?
I can't even remember. See if it come back to him.
All right. For me, off the rip, off the muscle, the guy that was the highest on that out of this draft class, Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley is gonna be like.
Also, that's a great situation.
Evan Mobley, when you this for y'all that just who's gonna watch the season, you're gonna see like highlights of him doing some shit. And you're like, what the fuck?
Sending a nigga shit to the third row.
This week he'll block a shot, keep it in bounds, get the ball, take it up the court, behind the back, chicken wrap, dunk, or behind the back, pass it out for a three or something like that. And I think his dynamic with Darius Garland is gonna be epic.
I think that's gonna be an interesting duo.
You know what I'm saying? And then they still got Colin Sexton,
Yeah, that's what I said.
the sex man, who averaged damn near 25 a game and ain't nobody give a fuck. You still got Isaac Okoro that can lock up and play D. You got still got Jared Allen. They got probably the tallest team in the NBA. They got Taco, Jared Allen,
Okay, Taco.
Lauri Markkinen.
Yeah,
Ooh, you know who we forgot about the Blazers? They got Larry Nance too.
Okay, they need
It's a good
that
pickup.
effort.
It's a good pickup. But
Larry.
my other sleeper for Rookie of the Year besides Evan Mobley would be, that's a tough one. Who would I say? Davion Mitchell. I'll give it to Davion Mitchell. Davion Mitchell has been impressive for the Kings.
Since he stepped in.
And like, even if you go to like anything the Kings have said, any player like De'Aaron, Tyrese, Twitter, Reddit, everybody has good things to say about this man Davion Mitchell.
I could tell it in Baylor
So,
too. High credentials.
He's so impressive to me about how fast he can move his feet.
Yeah.
Because he's not tall.
Smart player.
He's just fast and strong and smart.
Instincts. Yeah.
That's my sleeper.
Yeah.
MVP is next. You know what I'm saying? Those are the two main like awards that people really care about. People don't really care about. Well, Depoy is another one.
Yeah.
Ben Simmons isn't playing, so I don't know, like Draymond or somebody like that.
Yeah, probably give it to the default Rudy Gobert.
Or Giannis. Could be Giannis.
Maybe they'll give it to Anthony Davis.
Oh man. Speaking of MVP, you think Anthony Davis is on a mission is going to get that MVP this year? Because we know guys like we got KD, you got Giannis. I feel like AD should be in that conversation just because of how disappointing the end of his season was. He couldn't control anything because he got hurt. And in the games he did play, he kind of got outplayed, especially in like game one against DeAndre, and he got outplayed.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to come back with something to prove. I think Russell Westbrook and LeBron are going to be able to feed into that and get the best out of him. So I'm changing my pick. I initially had KD, but I'm going with Anthony Davis.
Like it. Hot take. Bold pick. I'm going with the brother man Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo.
Boy is dangerous. He
getting his third MVP at 27. That's crazy.
He done got the ring. He done completed everything.
That's Mike like. Not even like Mike. That's Mike like.
He on his way to GOAT status.
You know what I'm saying? I respect it. If Giannis gets a third MVP, it starts to get wild.
I just think who gonna play more games than Giannis? He don't get hurt. So,
but hold on, wait, because this gets lost in the shuffle of last year.
Yeah, you talking about the injury?
Yes,
I
I thought he was.
just talking about
We
that
thought
shit
he was
yesterday.
done.
Just talking about that shit yesterday, bro.
He was supposed to be done. That's crazy. And he came back and made that block in Game 4. Came back and that alley oop is
Right,
that alley oop is gonna
jumping out
live
the gym.
forever. I want to get a poster of that alley oop. Not the actual alley oop, but him staring at the camera with that. Ooh, boy, that poster would be so fire, bruh.
Yeah, bro.
That poster would be so fire, bruh.
That shit happened to him and it came back like nothing happened.
So
No other player. I also said this yesterday. No other player doing that.
No.
Coming back off that.
No, coming back off a hyperextended knee.
Nobody else in the league's doing that.
In the way it happened and how fast he came back, he missed the closeout game and he was back for the finals game 1. And he didn't have less than 30 in any of those games.
You're ridiculous, bro.
Oh my God.
Giannis made us respect him.
For sure.
He made.
If you didn't respect him before, you should damn well respect him now. For that's a fact.
Yeah.
That is a factamundo. So, do you have anything else you want to talk about for NBA? No?
Nothing I can think of.
College basketball, no. We can wait for say that.
We're going to say that.
We're going to say that. We're going to say that as the season gets closer. We're going to give our guys that we think going to blow up. You know what I'm saying? Some of the guys that are returning, but more importantly, the freshmen, because most people, I care about who's coming into the NBA. We got to start that early this year. You feel me? No more waiting until January, February to start scouting the draft. It starts in November. You feel me? So, this is a wrap for episode number 7 of the Cozy Corner. I don't even know what we're going to name this.
Hey, y'all going to see when it's decided.
This is going to wrap it up. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, my boy. Subscribe, do all that good stuff. And we will be back next week with another episode. It may be here, it may be on the internet. You never know, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? We living life out here. Until next time, everybody, man.
Peace.
Peace.